Welcome, welcome to Party Nation, where it's a party all the time. It's really a party today because it's my birthday. I turned
Yeah.
33.
Yeah!
Woo!
I'm old.
Woo! Let's go!
Yeah, you old as hell,
Darren,
bro. Damn.
Darren, you still have 10 more years. Pump the brakes.
Oh, but I hope everybody's having a good day today.
10 years is insane.
I know, right?
Wait,
Darren
no, I
is the
just threw out a
youngest of
random
us
number.
all.
Did I guess it right?
Wait, what?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
I'm 23, so yeah.
Yeah, so 10
Wow.
years, yeah.
Dang, Darren is the youngest of us all. Imagine when I was
thankfully.
23, Darren was 13.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
Yep. I'm now in the 30s club.
But yes, it's the birthday. It's my birthday, and yeah. Got a few comments. What's up, Maddie? Thank you. What's up, Dalton? Thank you. Rugu, thanks. Devin, what's up, man? Thank you. And Chainsaw, Woke Nation as usual, yes. And happy birthday to Lance only. I appreciate
Yeah, just
that.
you.
It's only his
Jose,
birthday.
what's up?
Mm.
What's
Right.
up? But how was everybody's day? How was everybody's day?
Tiring.
Ooh, yeah, long.
I actually had an easy day at work today. Like our route was not that bad. I'm shocked, but I'm happy. I like to think of it as like a birthday gift from like up above or something because this route was easy today.
Mike, don't type while you're driving.
Okay, Mike, I got you.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm free. I'm free tomorrow. I don't have to work. I'll be at home all day with the kids and trying to do some content.
Oh, God.
That's right, Mike. That's right.
Hell yeah.
We're not doing this again.
I wouldn't know. I ain't see the movie.
Oh, wow.
He saw it. He saw it in his mind. What's up, Cameron? Taj.
The
did
hell
you
I
see
didn't.
that the guy who directed the first 3 Descendants movies in High School Musical is doing Lego Friends live action musical?
No, I did not know. What the hell?
Lego Friends? What the?
I
What
didn't
is
know that
live
was a-
action Lego?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That sounds terrifying.
I don't know. Like, what is that?
That sounds horrifying.
Somebody look it up.
I'd
Lego-
rather not. I'd
Like Friends is in like the show Friends?
that
Yeah,
was the
is it
first thing
that?
I thought
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, like, is it that or?
Oh,
Oh, Darren, that's
$10.99
nice.
super chat from
$9.99?
$9.99. I rounded it up. From
It's still not $10.99.
whatever from this guy named Darren Sanctuary. Happy birthday, buddy. Hope you had a great day. Let me know when you want me to drop.
I got you, bro.
Darren, you have to get your license first.
That's true.
Why is he outing you to the internet? Like, is it just like you just haven't went to go get it, or like
I'm. It's taking me a while to study it up. Just kind of super nervous about all that kind of stuff. But
Do you
it
practice
will
driving?
happen. Sometimes, yeah.
No.
Just not the greatest in that area, but it will be done. It will be done.
the other
See,
guest of honor?
it's hard for me when I drive
What's up,
because I'm
Ronan?
tall, so I gotta like lean the seat all the way back. So
Why don't you just get a truck?
Because I don't want a damn truck, Lance.
I have a truck. I drive a Chevy.
You got 4 kids. I don't have kids. I got a
And I'm
nephew.
happy.
I got a nephew and a goddaughter who is not with me all the time. So therefore, I don't need a truck.
Here you go.
Thank you. Ronan, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Ronan.
Feliz cumpleaños,
We're just
Lance.
making fun of how old Lance
Thank
is.
you,
now.
thank you. Yes, they keep making fun of how old I am.
It's you
Chainsaw,
old as dirt.
old part. I get it. Aren't you older than me?
Oh, you talking about
doesn't matter.
Chainsaw, 'cause they're
It's
damn
not
sure
his
you.
birthday. It's yours, Lance.
Okay, yeah,
We're-
that's true. And Mike says anyone who disagrees can kiss his black insert here. Well,
I haven't seen a movie yet, so what if I see it and I don't like it?
okay, Mike, let me get on my knee.
I had a feeling a comment like that was coming.
Jesus. Happy birthday, Grandpa. I hope it's... What's up,
Damn, you
Tony?
got called Grandpa,
Thank you,
bro.
thank
That's
you.
crazy.
Darren's just sitting there like, yeah, these old geezers around me, man.
My bro Alvin just saw the movie. He just saw Superman like right now. I told
Hell
him
yeah.
I told him
Nice.
not to worry about the post-credit scenes though, because they really do not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I think they were just fun gags at the end of the day. Like, yeah,
Now, if the actual
they
like
don't matter.
thing that happened near the end, if that would have been a post-credit scene, I could see the buzz for it. But
Yeah.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike? I think he just joined in to
Good
put
talk.
that to just put
Good
that tag, to just put that tag on there. Superman was great. Oh, but we have a couple news stories today before we jump into a ranking. But me being irresponsible, I did not have any of them pulled up because I was expecting a certain person to be here. But that person
at least you weren't
here.
making. At least you
This
weren't
is so
making
fat.
What, me?
How dare
Somebody
you?
fried a chicken sandwich.
It's like an already fried chicken sandwich.
It's already over. It's like a regular chicken sandwich. The chicken is fried. They put the whole thing in flour seasoning, put it in the fryer, and fried the whole thing.
Are you watching it behind the scenes at KFC? What is this?
No, it's this dude named Big Back for Life on Instagram.
Our whole comment section is just horny for Mike. What the hell is going on? Get a hold of yourself, people. Get a hold of yourself.
I mean, Mike's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say Frozen on that shot. That'd have been good.
Okay,
We
so
did the devil.
I do not know how to work this new StreamYard thing down here.
Oh, I know it's messing me up.
Like, why did they change it?
I don't know why they changed the.
They steady updating this, and they don't need to update it.
Yeah,
Leave
they
it
changed
alone.
the interface. It's so stupid.
Okay, so I think I figured it out. I think I did. Okay, so we got our first look at the new Harry Potter actor.
The boy who lived.
He looks like he looks like
Harry Potter.
He looks like a chunky Daniel Radcliffe, but just much younger.
Yeah, which is probably smart because he's gonna have to. I don't know, not age up as fast with it being like TV
It's
and stuff.
7
Yeah.
books. He gonna have to be young.
Well, they're gonna have to film these things a lot more frequently.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, did you guys see the news that they're basically going to be filming 1 and 2 back to back? Like they're going to do 1, and it's like a month off, and then they're going to start filming season 2. So
I can get
works.
that though because
works.
like 1 and 2 are really short compared to the rest.
Yeah. I think they're definitely nervous about their ages. So it's like
Yeah,
7 seasons, filming it in 3 years, or something crazy like that.
I mean, granted, they were still able to keep the ages of the other actors relatively close to the ages of the characters they were playing because when the movies ended, and not counting that epilogue at the end, and your characters are like 17, verging on 18, the actors were like all around 21, 22, give or take. So it's not that wasn't a huge difference.
Yeah.
Also, though, like times are so much different in terms of like TV production and movie productions than they were back then. It sometimes takes them 3 years to get out 8 seasons or like 8 episodes of television.
I mean, Stranger Things.
Yeah, and also it's like we just don't know what's going to happen, right? Like you can't plan for the unexpected. You don't know when there's going to be another COVID, another writer's strike, another big political thing that happens that can stall the industry. So I think it's just smart, and this goes for every TV show. I think all of these big TV shows should start filming 2 seasons at once, or like around the same time, and bulk up on seasons.
And plus, I think they don't want to run into the same problem that Percy Jackson did.
Yeah.
And that Avatar did.
Yeah. But I mean, even Percy Jackson is like quicker than normal, right? Because there was a season last year and we're getting another one this year. So it's like even they're doing it better than most are doing it.
It's just that Walker went through a growth spurt, the one that got the season.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
supposed to know about that?
Yeah. But this is the actor Nick
Hagrid.
Frost.
Hagrid, yeah.
He was in the new How
He
to Train Your
looked-
Dragon too, right?
I
Was
don't know.
it?
I haven't seen
I
it.
don't
Lance, have
know.
you seen the Harry Potter movies?
No, I wasn't allowed to watch them as a child.
Same.
Am I the only one here that's seen them?
Witchcraft.
No, I have. I read the book
Okay.
too, but
Okay, same.
They
I
were
actually
the
have.
devil's work when I was growing up.
I've got I'm
Yeah.
right-
Yeah.
right there in the corner next to one of my microphones. I've got one of the books.
Like I'm
Wingardium
I'm going to watch this show when it comes out. Like this will be my introduction. So I'm
Wow.
just start fresh with this.
it'll be like Percy Jackson for y'all.
It's
Okay.
that's better than what I did, Lance. I watched them all, but stopped at the last one.
Right. I still don't know why you did that.
I stopped halfway through the final one. I literally was like, I'm good.
I actually don't like the last one. Only because I don't want it to end. So I don't finish it.
I mean, I get that, but it's still a good ending.
No, it is. I just whenever I rewatch it, I stop. I'm like, no, I don't want to finish it.
No, Tony, I did not get cake and ice cream yet because I can't afford it. That's why I need everybody to send super chat so I can afford cake and
Jesus.
ice cream. Ah!
Jesus.
I'm so subtle with it. I've been on a
Well,
roll since yesterday.
Just take Darren's $10 and like go get McDonald's ice cream or something.
I forgot to set my goal. Okay, so 5 super chats and I'll watch whatever movie the chat recommends.
Oh God.
Lance, why would you set yourself up for that?
Man,
Let's
this
set
could
some
go horribly.
restrictions.
This
Let's
could
set
go
some-
horribly wrong. It can't be X-rated.
Oh,
It has to be an
damn.
actual movie.
God damn it.
Actual movie.
Well, there goes my thought.
I was about to say.
It has to be
Uh,
something I have never seen.
You've seen plenty of X-rated stuff, I bet.
Hey, I watch Undercover Brother all day, every day.
Yo, that's my movie, bro.
Well, before y'all start sending stuff, you gotta send.
Gotta send the bills first.
Yeah,
What
you
the
gotta
hell is
send
the Gods of
$100
Egypt?
bills. I don't know.
It's a DreamWorks movie.
It wasn't that good.
Karen, I'm watching that tonight regardless. I heard the new Medea film is honestly god awful. Like I heard this is his worst. This Tyler Perry's worst work.
And
Are
you're
you
doing that on your
surprised? It's Tyler
birthday?
Perry.
Tyler Perry
Oh.
stuff hasn't been good since like his first couple of movies. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I like
no-
the first Medea movie. That was it.
They said his stunt double is. They said like you could see his stunt double like clear as day. Some scenes like he forgot to take off the Medea makeup, so he's playing the male character with Medea makeup on his face.
oh my
You gotta
god.
be kidding. No, you gotta be shitting. me.
Wasn't he in one of the Michael Bay Turtles movies too?
Yep, as
Yeah,
Baxter
he was the
Stockman.
second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also said that like it got so bad, it got so bad like in his new show, like they had to pull the episode down to put up an re-edited version because you can hear him saying action in the background.
Oh no.
What
That's
the
because
fuck?
he don't take his
Oh,
time
no.
with stuff.
He don't-
no
he
more. Like,
puts
he just
show-
rushed it.
He filmed a movie in 2 weeks. He filmed 2 movies back to back within 2
Wasn't
weeks.
it Netflix?
Yes, Netflix movie.
What the hell?
But he put his shows.
He
His
doesn't
shows
take
on
his time with
BET.
anything.
They're worse, bro. They're worse. He casts actors who legitimately cannot act. They legitimately cannot act. Why
Whoa,
is
time
Harold
out.
alive right now?
What's the last 2 movies he did?
Straw and Medea, the Final Destination wedding.
Straw. Didn't Straw had Taraji P. Henson in it? She's a great
Yes.
actress.
They filmed. I'm talking about like his TV shows. But
Oh.
Straw he filmed that movie in 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 days, whatever it is. It's still stupid. He's not good. He's not. He's
But no,
Tyler. Tyler has a gift, but he rushes things.
Yeah.
Him getting his own studio was
Was the worst
possibly
thing
the
that
biggest. Yeah. Worst thing that could have possibly happened.
Yeah, because no one
Yeah.
can tell him no, and he needs to be told no all the
Yeah.
time.
Exactly.
We're
What's
talking
up, Mike?
about
Don't,
Tyler
like, as in,
Perry.
don't make this
Yeah.
movie.
We're talking about Tyler Perry, right? Not Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
Him too.
Johnson. Happy birthday, Lance. Tyler Perry also tripped over a carpet in the scene. I can't wait to watch this tonight.
You got to record
Oh.
your reaction to that, Lance.
Oh, you just want to watch a train wreck.
This review is going to be monumental.
Oh, you doing the review?
Yes, I'm reviewing it. I'm reviewing it. Tyler Perry needs to be
feel
like,
bad for
honestly,
you.
somebody need, and like that's all I was seeing on TikTok today. Like y'all,
Phil's face.
what's up, Phil? Y'all
He's like,
legitimately
what
thought
are you
like
doing?
the Superman stuff. No, today my TikTok was like just the Tyler Perry movie. I was
Good.
shocked.
He was like, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit.
I'm
Does
not
he
even
hate
talking
Tyler
about-
Perry?
Does he hate Tyler Perry?
I do.
don't know. Yeah, I can't stand that man.
Yeah, it's like it's like I loved his plays, but it's like you got too much power now. Like
Mhm.
like
Someone
this
keep
like
the man in check.
that's
What's going
like
on there, Phil? Are you okay?
I heard a word I don't want to hear for the remainder of time. Okay.
What? Tyler Perry.
No.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking
The
about Tyler
other-
Perry.
the other
I was saying that the other word you thought like that was overbearing on social media. All I saw on my TikTok timeline today was like people dogging the shit out of this new Tyler Perry movie.
Oh,
It
I know
was-
Tyler. I know Tyler Perry's like in the trades right now because of some not so good accusations.
yeah, but now he's in there because of
Wait,
a
what?
because of a not so good movie that he keeps forcing them out. What?
Oh,
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
he in the
it's just like-
tabloids
yeah.
are trying to tickle people's spots.
What?
Yep.
That's an insane way to way to say it.
why
I'm
he
trying
ain't
to-
wrong.
You trying to make money, right? I ain't trying to say
He
it.
ain't-
on
He ain't fucking wrong.
Tickle people's spots is crazy.
He ain't wrong. Tyler Perry is a fucked up motherfucker. What else is new?
Yeah. But yeah, that movie's gonna be interesting to sit down and watch.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I don't know.
Just say this.
Okay.
I don't. I need
Yes.
something for content. Okay, I need something for content, and I'm
Why
not.
don't you start grifting?
I'm not gonna go see Smurfs. Okay, I'm not. I'm just
Oh,
not.
Smart says 2 million. Whoa.
Why don't you
Thank
go
you,
see?
Phil.
I know what you did last summer.
I haven't seen any of the other ones.
Then watch
Well,
the
there's
first
only
one.
one
That's
other
all you
one.
need to watch. Just watch the first one. I'm dead serious.
It's only one, I think.
There's only one that matters. There's actually
Yeah.
3. The only one that matters is the first.
Is it really? I only know about the first one. So
It's the only
The
good
early
one.
90s porn.
Serenity. This is freaking hilarious.
Ooh.
Boondocks has predicted a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They're like the Simpsons.
Like,
The R. Kelly thing and all that stuff. It's just like,
yeah.
I'll never forget that bit. I think I was watching this commercial of like, Grandpa, can you take us to the R. Kelly trial? Hell
We do
no.
need a writer.
But you can walk.
He wouldn't listen to them.
Yeah, he's not going to listen to it.
My thing is, I've never met a person who could just sit in his office and just write up 10 scripts. I don't think he does that. I think he has one script and he just rearranges stuff.
You know what? At this point, strip Tyler Perry of all of his money in movie studios. Give it to Quan Mills. Just give it to Quan Mills.
My thing
I
is,
would
do
rather
you-
see a Quan Mills movie.
my thing is, he got like, and honestly, like during the
Give it to
pandemic, his stuff was not that bad, but people started like praising him for how his studio was handling like COVID
Mhm.
and him being able to still film all his shows. But the way he was handling it during COVID is how he handles it now, which is why everything is rushed and garbage. His shows, like my wife, at least she was keeping up with a couple of the shows that he puts out, and it's like they're just meh. Yeah, like I think he does use Chat GPT. Like I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Good AI in Tyler Perry movies.
I don't think anyone would be surprised.
Need the Smurfs movie in my veins. Is there something you want to tell us, Mary?
I'm just so smurfing excited for that movie. Obviously.
I'm sure. You know who else was excited about Smurfs? Zolo Mariduena, but apparently during his interview process, the people interviewing him didn't care about the film. They just wanted to know, did he have any dirt on DC Studios? The most awkward interviews.
Sounds kind of like Daphne Keene's interviews with the Acolyte. All people wanted to know about is whether or not she was in
X-Men.
Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, in their defense, one is for a Star Wars project, The others is for fucking Smurfs. Like,
Yeah,
what do you
that's why
ask
I
them?
don't.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, so what did you prepare in terms of getting ready for Smurfs, brainy Smurf? Like
That
what do
John
you
Goodman
say?
interview quote.
I did see that, yeah. What if it's good? What if there's this weird world where it's like peak cinema?
When does it even come out?
Like this week.
Yeah.
It comes out with I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I think so. It comes out in
Yeah.
a couple of
When does it
days.
come out?
I think it's Thursday.
That's a horrible film to come out against. Actually, honestly, coming out against Jurassic World and coming out against
Let me see. July 17th,
Clark
so in
Kent,
2 days.
coming out against
No, tomorrow, technically.
coming out
No,
against
no,
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, this is a horrible spot to put your movie, and then you're gonna get your legs cut off next week because Fantastic Four comes out. I don't think they're making any more Smurfs movies. I don't think they're making any more Smurfs movies.
They shouldn't
I'm
have made
going
this
to
one.
the theaters
Yeah,
first
but
night,
see,
bro.
doesn't need to be a
What's
thing.
the budget?
I'm going first
Sorry, I
night.
love
Fantastic
Smurfs.
Four.
It
I'm
should
so
stay in
excited.
the 80s.
I mean, budget's at 110 million, so it's not that bad. Like they could, if they keep them, like it's a kids movie, so like usually if you can keep those movies in theaters for long enough, they'll make it back eventually.
There seems to be a lot of kids' movies in theaters.
Anybody going opening night for Fantastic Four?
I'm seeing it Friday in
I'm working.
Thursday.
Probably-
I'm
probably
seeing it
go
Friday in San Diego. That's
I'll
my
probably see it that Monday, which would be my Friday technically. I work the weekends.
Yeah, I will be going to see it opening night.
I'm trying to see if I can see it before I head out to San Diego, just to like manage the schedule easier. But most likely, I'll have to take a break from everything on Thursday and be like, all right, I gotta go watch it.
Yeah, I'm heading out to AlexCon Raleigh that weekend, so I'll try and catch a Friday showing beforehand.
Are you gonna meet Pedro this weekend? I heard like that's your jam. That
I mean,
that he makes you happy in ways that you could never begin to describe.
well, that would be my jam meeting Pedro, but that is not happening at the end of July.
That's a handsome man, bro. Can you imagine me and him together?
Yes.
The women,
Doing
the women
what?
would flock. The women would
Oh,
flock.
the women. Oh, the women. Okay, I thought you were saying something else.
Yeah, I don't twist that way, sir. Thank you.
Hey, all I'm saying, if you did, I wouldn't judge.
Or
you.
for me, no.
Phil, I'm not used to seeing your room with no lights on.
Dude, my LEDs started fucking doing a bunch of flickering. So
Yeah,
I gotta get new lights.
I still have the clip of that. That was priceless.
Oh, that's what
That's
happened
cool.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, dang! Friday Phil with no LEDs. Dang, it's not gonna be
Oh,
the
well.
same, man.
Well, I'm not doing a show next weekend.
Oh yeah.
I won't be here.
Oh yeah. I said I was gonna host Friday Phil from Comic-Con. So yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Phil, I don't think you have to worry about me getting your channel messed up.
No, I just don't like anyone hosting my show except me.
No, that's fair.
I'm
just-
you
I'm
tried,
gonna-
Lance.
It
I'm
does
gonna
have your
host-
name in the title.
I'm gonna host it from my channel though, so they're gonna think it's you, but it's really gonna be me.
Look, listen, if you want to have a Lance Phil Friday, go for it.
Everybody already thinks you're black, so they'll just think you just got a tan and another haircut.
That's true.
Yeah. We look exactly alike.
Sure.
Yeah. It's my birthday, Phil. I can do what I want.
I'm not saying you can't.
But it won't be your birthday when you do it.
It
though.
will. My birthday is all week long, Darren.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
In my
What do you-
world, my birthday
What
is
do,
all week.
you, what do you want for your birthday, Lance?
I'm afraid of the answer.
I am too. I don't even know why.
I'm morbidly afraid.
I want.
Oh no.
Don't say it. Please don't say it.
I want. I want a purely. I want a purely positive. I want you to do a video on the
Oh,
good
God.
things that you saw in the Superman movie, just for shits and
It's
giggles.
gonna be a 2-second video, Lance. God damn
I
it.
know that's why I would be funny.
The
Always
credits.
gonna. I was about to say. Always gonna say is the credits.
It was good. It was good things, and it was things that I didn't like as well. I mean,
If
that's why I
it
don't
helps,
get
Phil.
why people.
If
why
it
people are
helps,
just
I
giving
haven't
everybody
seen the
shit.
movie yet, so
Don't waste your time.
Oh,
That's
I
what
was waiting.
Cartoon
I was
Man
waiting
is.
until it come out on digital. I was waiting until it come out on digital. I'm not watching.
Don't waste your time. Just don't watch it. Don't waste your time.
Can you let me finish my thought? I was gonna say I don't get why when people have legitimate criticism, when they have everybody should have a legitimate criticism because the movie is not perfect. But when you don't have legitimate criticism and all you can sit there and say is, "Oh yeah, he's not Henry Cavill. Yeah, he's not Zack Snyder. Oh, he was
too woke.
I still think he's gay. Rachel Brosnahan. Oh yeah, she still looks trans. When you don't have a legitimate criticism,
Wait,
That's
what?
bonkers. That is
what?
bonkers, man.
Listen,
That
I
woman is so goddamn fine.
I did not like this movie. People are actually saying Rachel Brosnahan looks like
yeah, Twitter is a
My
special
God.
place. Twitter is a special
People are,
dumb,
Stupid?
yeah.
dumb.
and then Variety just putting out that article today is not gonna help anything. They put out the about an interview they did with Zack Snyder where he said he has not gotten to see it because he was handling things with his kids this opening weekend because they have horseback riding competitions, and you have the weirdo saying like, "Oh, he's just trying to be nice. He's not going to see that."
That's
Why do they care
so
if he
weird
does?
because he praised, like, he literally praised James Gunn in that exact quote, being like, "I cannot wait to see it. I bet he absolutely cooked." And it's like,
They just did an
How do you
episode of
get
Rick
that
and
from
Morty. They just
Because
did an
they're
episode of Rick and
sick
Morty.
in the head. Everybody's not Phil. Everybody's
and,
not
like,
us.
that
They're
little clip,
sick in the
people
head.
like that clip that like came out from the like Rick and Morty, people are twisting and be like, "Oh my gosh, this was a diss on James Gunn." Oh my, it's like,
No.
I mean,
come on.
if he doesn't have to diss on James Gunn, he's already got the crown for best Superman movie ever made, so it doesn't mean shit.
I'm confused by that.
I'm
statement.
gonna.
I'm just saying he doesn't have to diss him on anything because, in my humble opinion, the movies speak for themselves. Okay,
Yeah.
like there really
Superman the
doesn't. He doesn't need to say a fucking thing. I'm sure he's excited for it. I'm sure he's gonna go watch it. He saw Blue Beetle, when that came out. Like he's not a fan of this stuff. It doesn't.
Yeah.
They're dogging
no
out
beef.
Kevin. They're
There's no
dogging out Kevin Smith in his comment section for
Why?
because he said that he went and saw the movie twice in the same. He saw a early showing and then he decided to go back again at 9 to see it again. And he said he loved it. He said he loved it. He also said he loved what
forbid.
Zack Snyder did with the character as well. They're two different interpretations, and that's okay.
You
But
can love
then they
two
hop
different
in his
versions of the
comment
character?
section and they start dogging him. I'm like, how do you dog out Kevin Smith? All he's doing
you know
is
what's
giving
weird?
his opinion that you asked him for.
You know what's weird? They kept postponing their show to give people more time to go watch the movie, so they wouldn't talk about spoilers that soon after.
Okay,
They were gonna
dare
do it
I
on-
ask, what the fuck did Mark Bernardin have to say about Superman?
I haven't fully seen it yet, so but
Okay,
from what I've seen of his socials, I think Mark dug it as well. But I think he also would line up where a lot of us lined up where like we dug it. It's not perfect, and it wasn't without its nitpicks and stuff that it could have improved on. So again, I haven't seen his reviews, but I figured he probably would land around.
I'm
that
sure
round.
everything that he's gonna say is, "I would have done this. I would have done that. This is the way I would have written it because I'm fucking Mark Bernardin and I write for the LA Times." Anyway, fuck that guy.
I'm
Well,
a fan.
I don't know
Yeah.
who that is, but I'm not gonna like him now because, well, Phil said not.
This dude had the balls to fucking spoil Civil War a month before the movie came out. Fuck Mark Bernardin. He's an asshole.
Oh wow!
Yeah, fuck him. That dude's an asshole.
All right.
And when I was on Twitter, him and I got into it on more than one occasion. I'm just not a fan. That dude's so up his own ass. I don't even care.
They
Got into it with
Cody,
people.
it's not that they don't understand it. They legitimately just don't. They don't want to believe it. They compare pictures of Zach and James to pictures of Zach and Jim Lee, and saying, "You see how he does with his real friends."
I fear that
don't
every
get it.
time when the Brave and the Bold comes out, when the Wonder Woman film comes out, I feel people are gonna just go rushing to Zach and be like, "What do you think?" Or even when Justice League comes out for the DC universe, what do you think? And it's just like, fuck, man. It's
I got one better.
Dick measuring contest.
When Supergirl comes out next year, they're gonna be reposting pictures of, not my Supergirl. Bring back Melissa. Bring back Shasha.
I guarantee you that won't happen.
No, they already. Jeremy Johns.
They're already
Even
kind of
though
doing it.
Jeremy Johns is already doing it. In his review, he even said, I mean, I don't read comics, but I didn't want my first interest. I don't and literally posting a picture of her saying where the take of her character comes from. She says, yeah, the TV show did Supergirl better. I said, you haven't.
Yeah, but that's
seen
Let
it.
me get this straight. He said with his whole ass chest, I don't read comics, but, and then proceeded to spew some stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
Got it.
with his whole chest.
My friend, one of my friends sent me like his review, like Jeremy John's review of Superman, and said, Phil, you might want to watch this because he's in line with what I think about what this movie's going to be. And I straight up told my friend, without even putting my impetus of what I thought of the movie, I said, Jeremy Johns is a fucking idiot. Form your own fucking opinion, Craig.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm in antithesis with Phil. A lot of people he doesn't like, I do like, but even then, I don't let their opinions dictate what I'm gonna feel. Again, there's some friends, the other people that I know that like really loved it. Some friends who I thought were gonna really love it ended up falling in line a lot with how I feel about it. And I was just like, I'm shocked, but I'm like, okay, let's talk about it among us. And it's just weird when I see these folks being like, just being dictated by these thoughts. It's fine to interact with, engage with it in a polite and constructive way, but if it can't be just law if one thinks this way. Again, there's stuff I've agreed with Jeremy in the past. There's stuff I disagree with him in the past.
I just wish people would stop taking the opinions of people like a Jeremy Johns or a Grace Randolph or a John Campion and taking all those and just feeding into that shit instead of just forming your own fucking opinion. You'll just take what people like them say, twist it into your own opinion until it makes some form of sense in your mind.
I'm honestly surprised that Grace Stewart had nice things to say about it. I'm kind of in line with Phil. Maybe she's just doing that because she wants to get back in good with the DCU or something, or maybe she wants to get good scoops. I mean, I don't trust her.
Who's Grace Stewart?
I mean, Grace Randolph. Did I say?
That's what I was thinking. All right.
Did I say Grace Stewart? Oh,
Yeah.
Because I'm replying to my friend just went to see it and he was talking about he was hoping that the Green Lantern would be Hal Jordan, but I'm like, no, that's coming in Lanterns next year. Hal's going to be joining John Stewart. So I was formulating two thoughts.
Doing the math.
Yeah. So but yeah, it's like Grace, cool. Like half these reviewers. I'm like, half the people that are reviewing the film, they don't have a legitimate criticism about the film. All they can say is, oh yeah, he got beat up a lot. I said, what is a lot? He said he got beat up. Oh, he got beat up by everybody.
There's a reason
he fought
for
the
that.
same guy.
They're nitpicks. They're more nitpicks
There's
than actual.
It's everybody.
There's an in-canon reason why that's happening, and it makes sense in the story.
My only gripe with that is I wish Clark would have figured it out sooner.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, would he have a reason to suspect that though?
He was suspecting how they gain access. They were like,
no,
how the hell did he get in?
But I mean, but at the same time, that's my gripe with Superman in general. That's my gripe with majority of these superheroes that have otherworldly powers that legitimately do not need to learn how to fight. Like I say, Superman's not a trained fighter. He's a brawler. Same thing with Barry. That was my issue with the show. When Barry did not have his powers, when he was powered down, and you have somebody like Cicada who's coming in fighting like an MMA fighter, you're useless. So when you do the same moves over and over again, you do the same moves over and over again, like Superman. You throw a punch and you're relying on your brute strength. You're relying on being able to just fly in at a super speed and tackle somebody, or you're wearing a cape. Edna Mode already said no capes. No capes. When you're doing stuff like that and you do those moves over and over and over again, it makes sense that a version of Lex Luthor would have come up with a predictive algorithm. That's my biggest gripe with any superhero. That's why no superhero is ever going to be better than Batman. I don't think anybody would be able to predict Batman's moves like that except for Taskmaster if they met up in the universe. Actually, that would be a good fantasy matchup.
Man, shut
Batman
the fuck up.
versus
Let's go do what we
Taskmaster.
gotta do.
Man, Lance, now you've got that in my head. Batman versus Taskmaster.
That would be really cool to see.
I guess. Can we move on?
Yeah, can we just not talk about this movie? That'd be great.
I might go
We
see
talking about a
tonight.
movie I ain't even see. I got spoiled doing the Supergirl stuff. Like, I'm already mad.
You weren't gonna see it.
I'm way over talking about this movie.
It don't
I muted on
matter.
social media.
I'm gonna wait
just-
till it come out on digital.
You're not gonna buy it then either.
My brother gonna buy it, and I'm gonna watch it on his Amazon Prime.
That's
I
I
saw
I
it
hope
yesterday.
you give him some money.
We share an Amazon Prime. It's just
No,
the
I
fact
have,
that when they come, the movies come out,
yeah.
he buys them.
Oh, that's cool.
I have
Yeah.
not seen that, but if they're celebrating the show, or are they celebrating the comic?
Because its 30th anniversary was
show.
last year.
Yeah, people are freaking out of like they're going to announce a show. It's like no, it's clearly the comic book.
Right. And I mean, they already kind of told you what happens to, like, what happened
A
after the end of that
character.
series. Like, you got that in X-Men,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, he
We're-
found Mary Jane, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think that show will happen eventually, but I think it'll probably be after X-Men ends. I think they're gonna let X-Men run its course. They're gonna let Friendly Neighborhood run its course, and then they'll be like, well, we're out of animated shows. Let's greenlight that.
So after Friendly Neighborhood, probably, but depending on how long X-Men runs, because, you know, back in the day, Spider-Man started like 2 years into X-Men's run, and for the remainder of the time that X-Men was there, they were running, you know, alongside each other still.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that again.
Well, Jake, if TV still mattered, I would agree. This is the streaming era. That shit ain't happening. That
Facts.
shit
Yeah, I
is
mean-
not happening.
Yeah, because like Marvel Studio only has a certain amount they're trying to put out now, right? It's like it's going to be like 2 animated shows a year, something like that. So it's like
Yeah.
they might want to limit what they announce, but also like Spider-Man's going to like you could have 10 Spider-Man shows on at once and they're all going to
Yeah.
do well because it's Spider-Man. So
What was it? 2 shows, 3 movies? Was that the thing that they said?
it's like I forget what it was. It's 2 live action shows, 3 movies, and like 2 animated shows or something.
Jesus. For creators, that's the juice, but as someone trying to like keep this universe alive and not too bloated, not too fatigued, that feels like that's a lot. That's a lot.
Especially when you're bringing out a lot of things that aren't even connected to it.
You hate everything MCU until WandaVision?
That's a
That-
take.
That's interesting.
That's a statement.
I don't believe you. You're not real. You're not real. You're a bot. There's no fucking way. I'd be goddamn.
WandaVision was good.
It was, but not like in anything before that, bro. Is insane.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff.
Like, I'm
Seems a
sorry.
little overblown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, I don't believe that shit.
Cody Blast with a $5 super chat. Lex is just a Tekken player element.
I don't know what that means, so don't go into detail.
God, Lance, now me and you got to play some Tekken together.
I don't even have my PlayStation anymore, dog.
Lance suck.
I
Damn.
don't suck. The game
Somebody-
just got boring as hell.
The game
So-
do suck. I got bored
I will
after
follow
like
y'all.
1 day.
Yeah, it's like
Nah,
because I hate games that start playing themselves.
I will follow y'all in Tekken. I use Zeddy.
You probably would.
I
ain't
use
played
King.
Tekken. I ain't played Tekken since like 2009.
No, actually, I use Jun.
I was gonna say King and Heihachi were always my mains.
I'm trash. I ain't even gonna
I
lie.
never had a
Mortal
main in
Kombat 2. I'm trash at Mortal Kombat now too because they changed up all the shit. Fuck that game.
Tekken 7, I use Akuma and Geese.
Akuma just
And
feels-
now in Tekken 8, I use Jun every now and then and freaking Clive from Final
Are
Fantasy
you still
16.
doing your little freaky mods?
What?
I think he's
on
talking
the
to Omega.
games? Yeah,
You just caught him in the act, sir. Damn.
I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did.
In 4K.
Taj, you brought it up. I
So-
stopped caring about Mortal Kombat a long time ago.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Get
I
out.
wasn't, I
Get
wasn't-
out
who,
right
Phil?
now.
Who, Jake? I mean,
Jake,
Tom?
get the fuck out right now.
Wow.
Nah.
I didn't like Mortal Kombat 1 or
Game
whatever
wise,
the fuck the
no.
last
1,
one was.
11. Okay. 10 was the last one I thought was decent. 9 was like the last really solid one. because 11 sucked.
Get the fuck out.
I don't even remember 11. Which one
I
was
got
that?
11.
That was the time travel one.
Was that? Oh, when all the old ones came back and
Mhm.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I ain't.
Always was
I
a
like the
okay
fighting.
trend, but
The
it never
story
came
was
out on
just more
PC.
rough.
And then when you get to Mortal Kombat 1, quote unquote, they've like redone the timeline for what, the third time now?
They shouldn't have
Yeah.
redone the timeline. They just redid it. Like it was no point.
Did y'all see the picture of Johnny Cage?
Yes. I saw
Yeah.
the
Still
whole
think it's a
post about
miscast.
Johnny Cage.
Huh?
I still
Oh,
think it's a
the Mortal
miscast.
Kombat movie?
Oh, Carbon.
Yeah, I still think it's a miscast.
Carl Daddy is what I call him.
We'll see.
Carl Daddy.
All right.
Judge Dredd.
Better him as Johnny
See if I can
Cage
find
than the
it.
fucking Miz.
I didn't want neither one of them.
Who would
No.
you have cast as Johnny Cage?
Carbon should have been.
I don't know. A white guy?
That's racist. You can't say that, Josh.
Idris
I
Elba.
don't know. Stephen Amell.
I don't know too many white actors. Oh hell no. Hell
Hey,
no.
y'all notice you ain't heard nothing about him since this show got.
Don't get
Oh,
that
since
idea in
LA?
my head. Don't get that in my head.
I'm dead
That's
serious.
because
God damn it.
Stephen
I'm not
Amell would
gonna
have made
blame that
a
on
funny
him.
ass Johnny Cage.
I blame that on whoever the casting was. I don't like this, bro.
I just
Is
see
that a-
Billy. I see Billy Butcher, and they're trying to make him look young.
That feels like a parody of the Mission Impossible poster from the
It
90s.
do. That's what I'm saying. It don't feel like Johnny Cage.
But this is Uncaged Fury. It's he's a movie star.
Yeah, it's a
I
fictional
get
movie
that,
inside
but
the
he
movie.
don't look like it.
Wait, Glimmer Eric Smith has a Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell.
Eh.
Who?
Nah.
I think I can see that. It cost a
Yeah.
fortune, but yeah.
I still
Yeah.
think Stephen Amell would have been a funny one. Not because
I
I,
would
think it'd
not.
be good.
I would not watch that fucking shit if he was in it. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, I don't think it'd be good. I just think it'd be funny considering all his like real world persona.
Get
Like
him
he's,
up out of here. Get that man up out of here. He gotta go.
Damn.
His fake ass WWE show.
yeah.
Then he got one of my favorite franchises fucking canceled after. They wouldn't even done the first season. They got canceled before the end. How the
What,
hell?
Suits?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Suits,
love
yeah.
the original Suits. It's so good. And
I don't think that was
nobody
his fault,
That wasn't
though.
him. Nobody wanted a spinoff.
if they were gonna do a spinoff, they should have did a spinoff of characters that already existed. That's
Yeah.
the issue.
Yeah, that was the issue. And then towards the end is when you start bringing in some of the stars from the original show, but you also have this weird amalgamation of real life actors portraying themselves. But yeah, it was weird. I gave it a couple episodes. It wasn't all bad, but it wasn't what the
The
show.
only
used
thing
to
I
be.
enjoyed is Yo from One Tree Hill and Victoria Justice, and she was only a recurring character.
She was in it. Yeah.
She was a fucking
I
recurring
forgot
character,
she
and
was
she
in
was one of
that.
the better parts of the fucking shit, bro.
Yeah.
She was really good in it.
But yeah, and honestly, The Stranger is right. NBC is dying. Like they were gonna cancel that show regardless because they
Yeah,
want to
it-
put the NBA stuff on there. They want
I-
to put NBA stuff on that show on that
Oh,
network.
I
I
know.
guarantee if you put that show on Netflix, it's a banger. It's an instant hit because like they greenlit that show because it was blowing up on Netflix and that audience really resonated towards it.
Yeah.
But it didn't work on like that platform that they were putting it out on. Half the people that were watching that like OG show don't know this even exists. They they
Yeah.
don't even know this is a thing. So like I think that was their ultimate issue with it is like they didn't market it well enough.
Yeah. I'd say that's probably the case for Heels too, because I mean, I don't know if being on Netflix would have saved it, but like almost no one has stars nowadays.
Well, like once it went to Netflix, it was in the
No,
like top
no.
trending.
The issue is that they were on Stars for all the Power shows.
yeah.
You're not watching Hills over Power. I'm sorry. That's just
No, you're not.
I need my gangster drug dealing, shooting people up. Move, you know.
Tony, you're right. It is a lot of actors. What about Chris Pine as Johnny Cage?
No,
Chris Pine.
I just can't see nobody playing Johnny Cage. I don't know.
Not like
you mean
Lyndon Ashby.
Steve Trevor? Heck
Not like
no.
not like Lyndon Ashby did.
Yeah, he was good, man.
Yeah, he was great.
Sheriff Stalinsky.
Those were $500
Yes,
sunglasses, asshole.
But speaking of
And
actors,
I applaud him for leaving. the second one because that script was
Oh
bad.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's it.
Well, they
Oh,
recasted
that's-
almost everybody in the second one.
Yeah.
Literally.
How do you all yes, I've seen the new I've been watching the new season of The Chi. I do not watch BMF though. I watched The Chi because I grew up with one of the actors that's on the
BMF
show.
is trash after
word.
season 1.
But speaking of actors,
No.
it started going around online that Grant Gustin was asked if he was approached to join the DCU, would he do it? And he said, "Yeah, only as the Flash." Though I think people would be people wouldn't be against it, but I don't see it happening.
No.
Nor should it. Like,
Even
I,
that would be goated casting though, because like he was like one of the
When you think of the Flash, you think of him.
you don't think
Yeah.
of Ezra.
If you want to do like a
Sure.
flashback movie to where it's like Justice Society and have him as a prime age Jay Garrick, maybe do that.
Or if they do
I-
Crisis,
Kinda
you
cool.
bring him back then.
I just think like you need someone fresh. You need someone like there is
Lucas Till.
almost zero actors in any franchise like in DC right now. I would be like, let's bring them back. Like the only one I can think of right now would be
Jason
like
Momoa.
Matt Ryan.
Matt
Alright.
Ryan is the only one. Matt
You know
Ryan
what?
is
No,
the
I would
only
say
one.
bring back Jason Momoa as Lobo.
They are.
They are.
That's what they're
Oh,
doing.
yeah. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'll shut the fuck
that's
up.
it.
I didn't hear about that.
And you know
He
what?
means
That's
like as
fine.
their character.
Right. Yeah. Like if you want to bring in Grant Gustin and be like, hey, you're Zatanna now, I'd be like, all right, what the hell? All right,
Wait,
But like
Grant Gustin is
I
Zatanna.
just named a random person,
Right.
But like that's fine to me. Is that someone this
Well
like
done, Phil.
new character? But yeah, no, I think someone else should. But like also like if it was announced tomorrow, I'd be like, well, fuck it, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'd be like, all right, whatever.
Right, but like
But
Matt
then
Ryan
I-
is the only one that should come over, I think, if any do.
yeah.
But there's something nice about passing the torch. Especially
There
with
is,
someone
yeah.
who's been doing it for a while. It's just like,
Agreed.
okay, there was this generation's Flash. Now it's this generation's
Yeah.
Flash. Or this generation's, I don't know, Green Arrow. Or this
Yeah.
generation's,
It's,
I don't know, Huntress.
it's dangerous to stay in the past for too long.
I still
I
think
guess.
it's just
Yeah.
I still think the Flash is like just tarnished to heck. Like
Mhm.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
show?
Fix it.
No,
Yeah.
just the character
No,
in general.
the character because of the
Yeah.
because of the movie and all of that controversy and
I don't think it's hard to fix though. Like I think
No.
you have to do it. The best way I think to do it is do it like Black Widow, Hawkeye style. Like don't greenlight a movie or show immediately. Like let them just kind of exist in this world
In
for
the
a
universe,
while.
exactly.
Yeah, like throw them in like a Teen Titans, throw them in like a Justice League. I know it's what the movies did, but like throw them in like a project here and there. Make people love this guy, and then be like, okay, here's or even do like a like animated show. I think would be sick as hell. I
Yeah.
think
But
we
don't
could do a
wait
lot of
too
stuff
too
there.
long to give them their project
Really?
like Black Widow.
No.
Jesus.
Like if
Yeah.
Who wants to fight?
There we go.
That Jennifer
Yes,
Love Hewitt,
please. That is Jennifer Love Hewitt.
you
she still look good, man.
Ooh.
Hell yes, she does.
Shit.
y'all don't even watch the show that she's on all the time.
I
So
would
what
like
What
to
the
join.
fuck does that mean?
I would,
I kind of
I
You've
would
seen
like
her
to-
in movies on like you, Lance.
I've seen her in movies too, but I see her
Have
every
you seen
week
the first
on
one?
a TV show. So thank you very much.
Apparently
I
she's
watched
in Mama
Ghost
3.
Whisperer. Did you? No.
Apparently
I would
she's
like
in
to
Mama
join the
3.
client list.
Yeah, I did watch Ghost Whisperer because I saw a clip on TikTok and it made me watch the show.
Hey, Ghost Whisperer was goated. That show was cold as hell.
I saw her looking good. I was like, "What show is this?" I immediately looked up the clip. and I was
Definitely
like, okay.
She had 3 kids thick. She fucking
Yeah.
yes, please.
Phil, you want me to introduce you? You know, I met her one time.
Did you
Uh-huh.
now?
I met her at
Shit, I'm trying to meet her too.
Comic-Con.
We can
I
share.
met her at Comic-Con.
I'm
Wait,
trying to meet her.
Did Taj just agree to a
I ain't agreed to none.
some with Phil and Jennifer Love Hewitt?
I just asked if he want to share, man. I ain't say at the same time.
Eiffel
Oh,
Tower,
my God.
train, you name it.
Eiffel Tower is great.
God damn.
World Star.
Oh, Eiffel Tower is insane.
Omega, what is it with back to the Diddy parties, bro?
Damn.
Well,
what
now
the
that he's,
fuck? I just
been
noticed that.
acquitted.
What the fuck?
I mean, well, now that their charges have been dropped, I guess they're back on.
No, he
Not
still
all of
got
them, though.
charged for stuff.
Not all of them. 2 of them stuck.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
didn't get
so
charged for the Diddy
you
parties.
got him on speed dial. I'm curious.
They ain't hit him up with all the baby oil.
Lance, what is our next topic?
You're terrible.
Yo,
Yeah, please.
Do they get in trouble too since the store sold it to him? Like, dude, are they considered an
No.
accomplice because they sold him
No.
all that baby
Well,
oil?
I mean,
Like,
to be fair, he probably ordered it in bulk offline, and they're not thinking about, oh, what can somebody
that
do
man
with
got a
baby
license.
oil?
That man
Maybe
got
it's
a
not even
long
selling
supply of
it.
baby oil, bro.
I'm still busy looking at Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I was about to say we just had Jennifer Love Hewitt. Let's just. All right, cool.
Yeah, just let that sit.
Does anybody, other than me and Darren, did anybody watch Dexter like
Nope.
back in the day?
No.
I mean, not back in the day. No.
Well, yeah, not
There's
back
gonna
in
be a
the
panel.
day.
Lance,
I just
at
watched
San
it.
Diego.
Phil, I know. Phil, I wonder why didn't you like Dexter? I felt as if that's something that would interest you. Not saying that you are a,
What is that supposed to mean?
Fuck.
Ah!
Yeah, I was looking at that white woman.
No, Dr. Umar can't talk no more, bro. That man preach about black people taking
Fucking
care of their
hell.
kids, and he don't even take care of his daughters. Get that
I
man
love
out.
looking at white women.
But,
White women are beautiful. I don't care. Like, I like everyone. Shit.
So Phil,
don't
why didn't you
discriminate.
watch Dexter? I just felt as if that would be something you were interested in. Not saying that you're
He did it
you know.
again, Darren.
Over my head.
It just
Oh,
went
that's
over his
fair.
head, man. You know.
What about
When
you,
did that-
Tosh?
Missed the
The
window.
fuck I like watching that. No offense. When did it come out?
2005.
Mid 2000s, yeah.
The
Yeah.
fuck? I was watching cartoons. Lance, you
I mean, I
about
wasn't-
to-
I mean,
I
didn't
watched
watch
it when
day
it came out
one.
on Netflix.
I didn't watch
Oh,
it day
okay.
1, but I did eventually.
SpongeBob in the morning, serial
It
killer
just-
at night.
Exactly.
it just didn't
Yeah.
tickle my fancy, you know. I'm not watching that.
Oh, you got to
Tickle
use
your
different
spot.
terminology, bro. Like,
Tickle your spot.
You don't like
Tosh.
me talk about tickling?
no.
I just
The
I
fuck was
just
that
got
froggy
caught
little
up.
rascal shit you're doing down there?
But me and Darren we're enjoying it thoroughly.
Mhm.
Why
I'm
did
now
I leave
invested
this-
in my little
Y'all
Dexter cinematic universe.
want a
I
cookie or
haven't- I haven't-
something? You want a trophy?
I'm so happy for y'all.
I haven't seen Resurrection yet. I don't know if it's any good.
Matrix.
It's
Darren
kind
liked
of
it, I think.
It's like it's like the original.
Oh.
it's my favorite start to a season since like season 4. I think.
Oh,
It's my favorite start to Power Rangers.
What?
Huh?
I don't know.
Lance,
Also,
did you drink?
Yes. It's my birthday. Why wouldn't I? Duh. Bill sent me some Irish whiskey.
Ooh, I thought you was about to say something else. I'm sorry.
Feels like, why would I let you have that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you bullshit. No, man.
Oh crap! I didn't pull it up.
Do I look like
anywho-
the white guy from Sinners?
Yes, actually, a little
That's
bit.
crazy.
Apologize right now, Lance.
I guess
Not
I'm
in a
vampire.
bad way.
I guess I'm a vampire.
I mean, the guy was handsome.
I mean, yeah, he's a good looking dude.
Man, Phil has probably done more face palms this week than he has the entire year.
He's like, why do I hang out around with idiots?
You know, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say about Jake. I'm gonna leave that. That
No,
would've
no,
been
go
really
ahead.
dark.
Go ahead.
No, please. You've never held back before. Don't stop now.
I was gonna say, I can't say the word I want to say, but you know the symbol for a certain group that was back in the day. I was probably gonna say you held up a few of those in your time this week, haven't you? Swastika.
Can we just move on to the next thing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
I love you.
That
I love
is
you,
the
Jake.
question.
I
We're
love you,
ranking
Jake.
Superman.
Oh, here we go. This will be interesting.
Yep. Yeah, I made this.
Okay, time out. There's, I don't know who the fuck is that.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, which one?
I haven't seen the show.
Oh,
but I know
okay.
who it is.
I see which one you did first. We getting the garbage out of the way. Good job.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
so I put
You
this
can
in there.
immediately put that in F.
No, it
Yeah, I
randomized
was
the
looking
order,
for it.
and I laughed so hard when I saw that it put Dean first.
So here's the thing.
No,
I haven't
I'm
seen the
talking about
show.
Who's in
I
the
didn't grow up
middle
with the
of
show.
Who?
who's in the middle of Tyler Hoechlin and David Cornsweet? Like what animated
Tom
series
Welling.
is that?
Smallville.
No,
Oh, the
that,
animated
yeah, that
one?
one. Yeah, who's that?
Oh, that's Darren Christ. He's from the DC new animated universe.
That's
Tomorrowverse.
The
Tomorrowverse. That.
hell.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
barely watched that shit.
His movie was good though. Like I just watched it.
I like
before
that
got on
casting a
screen.
lot.
Yeah,
His
that
movie-
casting's
his
good. It's just a
his
lot of
movie
those
was
movies.
good.
Yeah,
A
we're
lot of those
ranking the
movies
Superman.
suffer from just basic sound design issues.
Yeah. His him
Yeah.
fighting Lobo in the first movie was pretty dope.
Lance, like, what are you doing? Go ahead, and put that first one in F. What do we know?
I was gonna make another tier that just said F and
Trash?
trash, but
Oh, okay. W.
Well, let me ask you this. Just forget what he's done now outside of the show. In the show,
I
was he
haven't
actually good or something?
I haven't seen the show.
Doesn't matter. It
He
does
did
not
not-
matter.
I barely watched
It
it when it
doesn't.
came out.
It
Okay.
doesn't. But at the same time, he didn't make the characters different.
Okay.
He was
Bring
literally
anything-
Clark Kent all the time. He was Clark Kent as Superman. He was Clark Kent as Clark Kent. Like I don't know
Okay.
how people didn't see it.
There was no
Okay.
dual identity there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was just him. Like no clumsiness, no nothing. And his suits were too
Garbage
big.
through and through.
Clark Kent. Crap.
All right.
Bro, what?
I'm setting rules right fucking now. Now that we got the garbage out of the way, we're going down the fucking line, one person at a time.
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Okay.
Phil's my
Lance.
dad, so whatever he says goes. Christopher Reeve is going in S.
S.
I'll say S as well.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to put him.
The Superman. Yep.
Absolutely. I guess you unanimous. S.
B.
I knew that was gonna happen. I fucking
Too
knew
bad
that
it still
was
gets S.
Yeah, he's still S.
I'm outvoted. It don't fucking matter. But
I mean,
he's
I mean,
he's
two
fine.
bad movies doesn't stop him from being S.
Oh yeah, Superman 3 was ass, but
3 and 4 were both ass.
Rest in
is-
Peace is better than 3.
I
True.
forgot about 4.
But are we judging the movies they are in or how they perform as the character?
You're judging
how
that
they
as
perform as the
Superman.
character.
Yeah.
Okay. On that merit, yeah, he's all right. I understand that the thought process. Even if I
So
don't
this is
wholeheartedly
Tim
agree.
Daly.
Tim
That's
Daly.
the DC AMU, right? The like TV.
And let me
universe?
guess, the other one is George Newbern, right?
Yep.
The one
Yeah.
down there in the
Yeah.
bottom, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
Okay, so like Superman, the animated series and stuff, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then a few movies.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm gonna say A, just because I like George. I like George better.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not used to being second. I'll go B from what I've heard of him. But I haven't like seen the whole show through. So
Don't be mad, everyone. He's young. It's not his fault.
I've seen a lot of the other era of that shows, but
I'm gonna go A on this one too. Loved what they did. He was Clark Kent to a T. He was Superman to a T. Although kind of like Lance, I do prefer George out of the two that played
Yeah.
this character. But I don't have. There's not anything for me that lessens Tim Daly's portrayal. But I'll put him in A.
Taj.
Oh, you put him in A.
I go A. Like the rest of the boys, I grew up more with George Newbern's take.
yeah.
But
Up to Ladia.
when I go back to Superman, I hate a lot. When we go back to Superman the animated series, I still get a kick out of it. So I would put him in A.
The fuck is somebody playing Pac-Man?
He was-
Yeah, I was just about to.
That's been happening for like 10 minutes.
I just heard it.
I like
Omega?
the background music.
I've been playing this the whole fucking time I've been here,
Sounds like
and it's Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy X.
All right.
Yeah, I know those Minji sound effects from anywhere. Anyway, this Superman that this is one that I not necessarily grew up. This came out when I was about like I think 15, 16-ish, sometime around there. But yeah, I was gonna put this. I'm kind of bouncing this between A and S, but I'll say A.
S.
Phil. Okay.
All right.
Taladia.
I'm gonna say for Tim Daly an A.
I think that
Nope.
lands him an A, Lance.
A's have it. Next up, Brandon Routh. And since this is technically the same version, we can just lump him together.
So this is Superman Returns and the Crisis stuff included.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I.
Lance.
Oh, sorry, Lance. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna say A. No, because they did him bogus in Crisis at the same time, and I don't think they gave him enough time. I'm gonna say B. I'm gonna say B purely because I wanted to see more.
Yeah. Yeah, I like him in Superman Returns. I love him in Crisis, but I think a lot of it's my bias for Brandon Routh as a character, and more of it's Ray than Superman, I guess. I'll go
Yeah.
B.
So I think Brandon Routh as Superman is just so much better than the rest of the projects that he is in. Like the other projects himself, he stands so much better than those because like
He deserves better.
like he
Yeah.
was probably the only good thing about Superman Returns, just him
Yeah.
as that character. And he was definitely a bright spot in Crisis. Wish we could have seen him play the character more. I know people were really championing for a Kingdom Come
TV
miniseries after
Yeah.
Crisis. Would have been great. I'm going to give him an A, not the quality of the projects, but just him embodying
Yeah.
Clark Kent and Superman I thought was terrific.
Taj?
I don't even remember Superman Returns. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I only remember him from Crisis, so I'm gonna put him in B because I loved him in that. That's it.
You're better off not remembering Superman Returns.
That's perfect. I watched that movie one damn time.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a long time.
I echo Jake's and Taj's sentiments, so I would go B as well. He from what he's done a lot more than what he's been given.
Omega?
Did I see Superman Returns? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I saw this movie. I actually rather liked it. I'm putting this in B.
All right.
Okay.
I think it would be probably, if it was just Superman Returns, maybe a C because the whole deadbeat dad bullshit. But because of Crisis, that kind of elevates it a little bit more. I think honestly, like there hasn't necessarily been, minus Dean Cain, a bad actors who play Superman.
Agreed.
Right.
But when it comes to Brandon Routh specifically, yeah, I'm probably with everyone else. B is fine. Like he did good with what he was handed, but he wasn't exactly like superbly memorable.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with Phil on that one. B.
Shout out to that suit, though. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Fucking love that suit.
I know, right?
And yes, Stranger, everybody wrapped. Daredevil season 2. Everybody wrapped. Yeah, it's all done. They're also bringing back dude from the detective from the original show too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool. Tom Welling, we can have this conversation and not have the one.
He's gonna be pissed.
Oh, they can be pissed.
Nobody cares.
So, Tom Welling.
Oh God.
Somebody else go.
I'm so happy 3 Dubs is not here.
Yeah, somebody else go before me. I want to go last. I need to formulate it.
Let's go top to bottom, or yeah, let's go
Sure.
bottom to
Yeah.
top.
Let's go bottom top on this one. Yeah.
I'll give Tom Welling a B. He's not good, but he's good, but he's not that good. So that's my opinion.
D.
Phil?
He's not fucking Superman. Like
Yeah.
Come on, like he spends 10 seasons as Clark Kent becoming Superman. Then he spends 10 minutes in the last episode as Superman. I'm sorry, but there's really nothing there. On top of the fact, like the show's garbage, and like it's just not. He's not good. Okay, he's not. He's okay. The only memorable thing about his performance is when he got to share the screen with Christopher Reeve. That's it. Other than that, he's kind of a lame ass. He's a fucking shitty Clark Kent, and he's an even shittier Superman for 10 minutes worth of footage. D.
I'm gonna have to go NA on this one because I never watched Smallville like ever, and I actually had to look up who this guy is. I was like, I can't give an opinion on this.
So you going with D, like me?
I'm going with NA. I can't give an honest score.
Should have been D. It's fine.
I'll go B because I didn't grow up with the show. Seen a tiny bit of it and the stuff in Crisis, and whether Clark Kent, I dug. That's part of the Superman lore, and we have to do. And I'll go with B.
Taj.
I'm with Phil. That was actually when I finally watched Smallville, like back in like 2018. He was like one of my least favorite things about the show. I was like, dude, what the fuck? It wasn't until like season 6 when we got like other heroes where I started enjoying the show more. And Lois coming in season 4, I was like, okay, now we're getting some personality in this damn show. No, bro,
yeah, because it sure as hell wasn't there with Lana.
Yeah, Lana. Oh my jeez. Oh my.
Wasn't
Yeah,
there at
D.
all.
Like it, man.
Ugh.
I almost said F, but I can't disrespect Tom Welling like that, bro. I can't put him in the same category as Dean Cain. Can't do it.
That's fair. Yeah, this one, I hesitated even including this one in the list because he's only ever Clark Kent. He's not really Superman.
Yeah.
And I think as the young, naive Clark Kent, part of it worked, part of it didn't. But in the early seasons, I'm not going to lie, it was rough.
Rough
Those
as
early
hell.
seasons, it was rough watching some of that.
We should do Lex Luthor's next week.
Oh,
that'd be a fun conversation.
Yeah,
I'd get canceled.
Why?
Hey, no, we're gonna do that next week. We're gonna do that next week.
Yeah,
All right, I'll make that one. But no, Welling. I mean, I met him. He's a cool guy, but I'm not factoring that. C.
I guess it's a hot take today. I do love Tom Welling. I love Smallville, but there is always going to be an asterisk on Tom Welling as Superman. I think he does embody a lot of what Superman is to the best that they possibly could have for the era. It can't be any higher than a B for me, but also it's like he's the only Superman I've spent 10 seasons with as well, which helps his case a little bit for me. But yeah, B.
I still remember when Oliver Queen put 2 arrows in that fool's chest. I just sat there and laughed.
Okay, so I'm gonna go middle ground. I'm gonna say C. I'm gonna say C. Only because I'm like Tosh. I didn't watch Smallville in full until like probably like 2017, 2018. I didn't watch it in full. The first couple of seasons is slow. My favorite character on the show was not Tom Welling. My favorite character at the time was Michael Rosenbaum. He was more interesting. Tom Welling as Clark kind of did fall flat.
Well, that's where I'm going to get canceled.
The show should have ended after Rosenbaum left.
Yeah,
that's where I'm going to get canceled.
And then
the show should have ended after the pilot.
And then after seeing like how Tom Welling was like, oh, doing my research, finding out he never wanted to wear this, no flights, no tights. I'm like, dog, why do you even want to be in a show about Clark Kent? Like, you don't want to do any of the Superman stuff. Like, that's what soured me. And then when his character came back in Crisis, I'm thinking, I'm thinking maybe we'll get a glimpse of something. But then we find out that he gave up his powers, and whoop-de-doo, you can throw a punch and knock out a smaller Lex Luthor. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
I don't like that Lex Luthor film.
Hooray. So, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I'll say C. If anybody else goes in C, he'll be a low C.
I love how everyone's gone in a different category so far.
Yeah. So who played Jake? Who voiced this one?
So this is Nolan North from Young Justice.
No, that's the dude from
Young Justice.
The whatchamacallit games.
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Yeah.
And
starting this out, I'll say this Superman was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And
Whoa, wait, hot take. I think hell just froze over.
Jesus. That's not Three Dubs. He's been replaced by a zombie or a.
ain't no way that
Or
3
something.
dubs.
I think hell just froze over. Like, oh,
I don't think
okay.
that's him.
Hell?
I think that's somebody's fake account.
Yeah, no, he has the mod thing though.
No.
Crazy.
I'm shocked, but yeah, this Superman was kind of a dick. But I do. Draven said F for Tom. I do like Nolan North as a voice actor.
The show
voiced
wasn't
both
about
Superman
him
and
though,
Superboy.
so
Yeah, it wasn't about him. But
Yeah.
like this portrayal, he was kind of a dick.
only in the
Especially
first season.
Superboy at the begin- yeah, in the first season. So we didn't get that much of him. So I'll say C. But I think as of like it was cool for what we got. Like Nolan North's cool.
D for me. He's probably my least favorite version of Superman.
The disrespect, Darren.
And like, it's not his fault because it's a Superboy show, so you kind of have to make Superman look like almost this antagonist for him to be able to grow. But to me, like I never saw him as Superman. Just like that version of what they were doing with him, I could never get into. I might need to rewatch it though.
I'm gonna say probably
You should.
C on this one, just because I mean, you only really get to see his portrayal and actions as Superman kind of from an outside perspective, because it's focusing a lot more on Connor and the rest of those other characters. You don't really get to connect a lot with him as Superman because he's never really focused on that much. I mean, I do love one of the conversations he has with Bruce about coming to accept Connor as his son, quote unquote. I do love that part. But I don't know. He was kind of lacking. Wasn't the worst for me, so I'll still say C.
Y'all some bitches.
Touch, my dude.
I'd actually go B. I really enjoyed them. Like it's Young Justice. It's about the younger characters. But the moments we did give of Superman, and then his Clark, like in season 4, especially when he thought that Connor was gone. Nah, bro. Like he was good. Nah, I think he's B. He's better than Tom Welling. The fuck?
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely agree with that.
I put him in B. Like a low B. Like
was
low
actually
B.
Superman.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, like low B though.
Never saw this interpretation of it, so.
Wait a minute. Let me get this
Justice?
straight. You're a fucking animation dude. You've never watched Young Justice?
Oh,
No,
Ronan.
not this version. No, yeah, I'm behind on that.
Oh,
Get out of here.
Ronan, if
Sacrilege.
You just lost your fucking nerd card. Get out of here.
Sacrilege.
Ronan, if you like DC and you like seeing like DC characters on screen, you would
Watch
love
this.
Young Justice.
Watch
you
this.
would. It's
That's
my
your
favorite DC universe.
That's your homework.
Really? Okay.
Watch it up
And
until
you gave
3.
this Superman a D? Get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
Lies.
Yeah.
Because season
No, I
3
mean-
is bad. Season 4 is good. I don't
Part of
care.
Young
Season 4 is good.
Then what season is terrible?
3.
None of them.
3.
3 is the
None of
worst,
them.
easily.
I think
Oh,
3
great.
is. I think 3 is the worst one.
Okay,
I don't
3
think
isn't
it's
terrible, but it is
It's
the
not-
worst season.
Yeah, it's the worst out of the 4.
It's not that like people were overreacting when it
Yeah.
first
It's
came out,
only
like,
4
this is-
seasons.
Yes.
Yes.
It was
Wait, how
canceled
many
the second
came back?
time.
How many came
It
back?
came back-
I forgot.
2.
It was
Oh,
canceled after 2.
That's it. It felt like they were long as hell.
Well, the thing is, season
It got
3 went to
canceled
DC
again.
Universe. Yeah. So it got canceled in 2012, and then it came back on DC Universe, and then they folded
It
everything
went to
from
Max.
DC Universe to
Yeah.
HBO Max.
Okay,
And then
that's why it seemed like so long.
the buyout thing happened, and then they canceled everything. So
I think
we
he's
could have
gonna
got
land
another
in
season, bro. Fuck.
Omega.
Mad about that.
I didn't see much of Young Justice.
It's good. You should watch it.
I saw a little bit of it, but from what I've seen, it was fairly decent. I'd say B.
Phil.
This is the best animated show since Justice League Unlimited. Nolan North is a goat. A.
All right,
I
for
respect
me,
it. I respect it.
for me, it's Nolan North being Nolan North in this show, so I have to give it a B.
There's a wide variety of opinions on this one.
Yeah, I don't even
Like
know
I
where
said.
we putting this one at.
Might have just go in the middle.
Everyone except Omega and Tosh some bitches.
Why do I have? It's my birthday. You can't call me that.
You can still be a
Oh,
bitch
yeah,
for your
happy
birthday.
birthday, you bastard.
Most
fair.
people are bitches on their birthday,
That's
but they're
fair.
allowed to be.
Alright, so where are we putting it?
I'm gonna put it in B.
Okay.
That's a compromise. I'll take it.
That's
All
fine.
right.
Okay. The Matt Fleischer cartoon.
I only seen this one time, bro. Fuck.
Did he talk in this?
Yeah, he
No,
did.
I-
Yes.
I don't
yes,
remember.
Who portrayed
Yeah,
him?
he did. He
He
did.
did.
And it
He did-
said
he talked,
person
just
that
not
portrayed
much.
him dead.
Yeah, they've been re-releasing these in clips throughout social media, which is fun. Now that the movie out, yeah.
He doesn't fly in this. This is when his powers were literally just leaping.
Well, yeah, that's how it started. I think in the comics, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, he would just
Yeah.
leap tall buildings.
Tall buildings in a single bound. Yeah.
Yeah. They should have stuck with that. Where are we putting it?
S tier.
I had no opinion.
I'm the only one who actually saw these cartoons when I was a kid?
No, I did.
I saw them a while
I'm not
back.
the only
I'm
old
not
bastard.
old enough.
One second, I'm not the only old ass. Old
I am
bastard
the-
here.
Lance, start it off.
I thought these was real young.
I'm gonna say just based on I haven't watched them, but based off nostalgia, I'm around like the A or the
You can't
F
base
era.
off nostalgia if you ain't seen it. What is
I'm saying,
nostalgia for?
No, I'm saying it's nostalgic for people. That's all.
Yeah, but not for you. It's your
Well,
ranking.
Well, I
If
just
you
say
haven't
A.
seen it,
This is OG
let's just not
status.
rank it.
I haven't seen it, so
NA for me too.
So it's been a while since I've seen these, but yeah,
Cut the speech, Jake. Just give a goddamn grade.
Okay. Anyway, been a while since I've seen these. Liked them for what they were. Had that charm of a lot of old cartoons that I really loved. I'm probably going to give this one a B. Might be higher if I went back and rewatched it, but that's where I'll have it sit for now.
God, you are a bitch.
Takes one to know one, buddy.
Bitch ass. Bitch ass. Bitch ass.
Yeah, you're not Mike. You can't complete the sentence.
You're right. I can't. Even if I have a black card, you're right.
wouldn't work for you.
I'm
Jake.
going to NA because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of this shit. Like, when did this come out? Was I born?
1941. 1941.
Yeah, 40.
Jesus Christ, my mom wouldn't even thought of. What did we do?
I've seen
Yeah, I saw
elements of
these
it,
when
but I
were
haven't
real
sat
young.
down and watched them.
They're on Max.
Are they really?
Yeah.
For how
I might
long
watch
is the
them.
question?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I would go-
What's the free joint? Tubi?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go A or B. Man, it's
To be controversial.
I'm gonna go A.
This
S.
goes in the OG
The-
status. This
S.
this goes in the S status. I mean, this is the OG.
Yeah. You don't get Superman the animated series. You don't get Batman the animated series without this
True.
show.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
The
don't have
show-
a problem if anybody says S.
This show is
I agree with
amazing.
that.
This is the first thing I ever saw Superman anything.
No, they're actually still pretty good if you watch them now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the other shit doesn't hold a candle to this.
Mhm.
It's amazing.
Right.
And when people tell me truth, justice, the American way, I'm like, fuck you. Not this Superman. S.
Right.
I would have to say S as well because
What
this
does the
is
Superman do?
this animation kicked off the DCAU. If it wasn't for this animation, we wouldn't got the what's it called, Bruce Timm's
Timverse. Yeah.
this and all of yeah. So it has to
Superman
go
beats
there.
up Nazis. That's what he does. That's
Yep.
why Jake didn't like it all that much.
Fuck yeah.
I guess
Like
it's
being
S
a
because
robots
they're the
and
ones that actually
stuff,
gave a
like-
vote.
Dude, go watch it, Lance. There's a beautiful sequence where he's rescuing Lois of a building and this dinosaur in the city. I love it.
Okay.
Pretty
Well,
awesome.
Yeah, so I guess it's S because y'all the only ones
Yeah, I
that saw
guess
it.
it's
So
S.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Next up.
Lord.
Bum
Him-
bum
Oh boy.
Next up,
Oh,
Henry
boy.
Cavill.
bum.
Henry Cavill.
Can't wait to start.
Gavel.
I don't want to start this one off.
I'll go first.
Wait, no. Either we start from the top or from the bottom.
Yeah, let's do the
I'll
bottom.
go
I guess.
first. I don't got much to say.
No, you have to wait.
Shit.
Let's go
Damn.
You
bottom
want
to
to start
top.
it or not?
Let's get
Claudia.
right to the top.
I'll go first.
Yes, you go.
Henry Cavill is an A for me. He's a great. He did a great portrayal as Superman, and was like, you know, for what he was given, he embodied the character, the physique, everything about him was brilliant, and it's a shame he didn't get more solo films, but in my opinion, it's an A. So, Phil,
Should put a close up.
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Bum,
Have
bum.
fun, buddy.
Henry Cavill is the best actor to portray Superman in live action. He belongs in S tier. End of conversation.
Thank God you kept it short.
Not you.
How dare you? How dare you disrespect the guy who is 5 spots down from him like that? But okay.
Here, I'll give you the caveat, Lance. Best actor in live action film.
He should be the next James
Okay.
Bond. I'm putting
Okay.
it out there.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna
S
go.
tier. S tier.
Wow.
WB did this man dirty. He was I say the best Superman since Christopher Reeve.
That
S tier.
I co-sign all that.
I would go S tier as well. Even though for me, they did him dirty. There was more. I think he would have hit that Christopher Reeve strut in my opinion if they would have gotten more stuff. Damn. Hey Eric. But and even though there's some stuff that I don't agree with the films he's part of. Outside of it, man, oh man, has he been before David? He was carrying that torch, and before Tyler, he was carrying that torch of like, this is what Superman's supposed to be, and he's still doing that to this day. So that's why he gets S tier. And a good theme, I really like it.
Taj.
Damn, I'm hungry. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner.
Oh yeah.
I don't care for this. I'm going to get hate. I was never a big, but like I keep saying, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. So when it comes to, I didn't care for the DCEU. So I'm going to say D for me because I didn't care for him. But that's, only seen that movie like once or twice, maybe. So I can't really, yeah.
That's fair.
Jake.
Did you really just have to take a breath?
Who?
Jake.
Jake.
He said,
Yes, I did. Love Cavill in the role as Superman. He's definitely risen more in the ranks for me over the years. Wasn't too hot on him at first. Thanks. He didn't have to do that, but thank you. I'd say his acting and role as Superman probably gets better with every movie he's in, not counting Black Adam. And yeah, like others have said, they did the guy dirty. Would have liked to see him adopt more of those classic Superman elements, because there was some stuff in the movies I wasn't a fan of, but you know what? They took risks with the character, and I'll give them credit there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say A.
That Smallville sequence, I love it.
Can we
Oh, God.
please not do that? Can we zoom out? Thank you. You know, respect to Henry Cavill, 100%. Like, I think he's some of the most best looking in terms of like fitting the kit. Like, he's such a well casted Superman. Shout out to Zack Snyder for trying something different and doing something new with the character. I know that's very hard. It's not necessarily how I view the character. It's not necessarily what I love from Superman. I also don't think he truly got the chance to become the Superman they wanted him to be. That felt like it was stolen from him. It's probably a C for me personally, but I hope that doesn't come across as an insult, because I love Superman as a character. Like, I love almost every Superman on this list. So C for me personally.
okay.
Lance.
I've never been like a diehard Superman fan. Everybody knows that, like, my favorite DC character, possibly superhero of all time is Daddy over here on the wall. The Scarlet Speedster, that guy, the Crimson Comet, the other guy, yeah, that guy. But Henry brought something different because his take was more realistic and grounded. So,
damn, that sandwich looked good.
Thank you.
Oh, my bad.
We're not afraid of Phil. But thanks for the
I am.
super chat.
That's okay.
But I'll put Henry in A, just because I do feel like he was robbed of an opportunity, and I'll always say, if WB stepped out the way and got their heads out of their asses sooner than right now, Henry's career, Superman, would have been further along. He would have gotten to portray the character that he always wanted to do. His character was evolving, so I'll give him an A because he was great in what he was in. It's a different take. It was a realistic take. It was a more grounded take, and he did a great job with it. And I have him on my wall as well.
3 S's, 2A. Wait, Jake, did you say A or B?
I said A.
Okay, so 3 A's, 3 S's, a C, and a D. I guess he belongs in A or S. Don't. No.
Draven?
We're not fucking doing this shit. Get this little bitch out of here. We're not fucking doing this.
I'm gonna put him in.
I mean, I think the C and the D kind of just solidified. Like if they had been more, yeah, he's going in A. Yeah.
Oh God.
I did this one just for a joke.
I mean,
no.
Joke
You're
understood. Okay, no.
Well,
no,
yeah.
Hold on.
Hold
on.
Yeah.
He fought the spider.
It finally did it.
And it looked
Twice
good.
now.
Nicolas Cage.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Like, it looked kind of
Yes.
good.
I would like to actually see what kind of Superman he would have been. Right?
This shit was ass.
He was gonna be doing the Superman to fight a fucking Brainiac in a movie.
What
Go
the
for
hell
it.
was he gonna do? Find the national treasure, man? Get this man out here, bro.
Find the national treasure is crazy.
Again.
Remember when there was a world where they attempted to reach out to him for Crisis on Infinite Earths, and that would have been fucking hilarious.
They did it on Teen Titans Go, right? He was in Teen Titans Go?
Yes, as Superman.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
Hell
He
yeah.
was.
At this point, I would just tell y'all go watch John Schnepp's documentary. It's
Yes, whatever happened to Superman Lives. Good documentary.
Yep, that's right. Great documentary.
Who's that next one?
That's
My Adventures with Superman.
Okay.
What's the guy's name?
Jack
Josh
Quaid.
Quaid.
Jack Quaid. Did you?
Jack, I'm sorry.
Josh-
I said Josh.
Who's Josh?
Sorry.
Jack Quaid.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm gonna give him an A. I like what he's doing with the character. I like his take, so I'll put him in A. I just hate this suit.
I think this might be a hot take. Currently, I think he might be in my top 2 versions of Superman. I have adored what they've done with him in this show. I
People
think
high praise the show. I gotta get.
I
to
think
it, but yeah.
both Superman and
I love how you
Lois
said
and
adored.
My Adventures have really defined what Superman is to me, and my love for that character over these last couple of years. So I'm personally going S.
All right. I'm kind of bouncing between A and S because love what Jack's done. I think he's the best voice for Superman since George. Again, don't love that suit, but I'm not really counting that as part of a character. We haven't seen what it's going to be in its entirety yet, so
Yeah,
it's
still
going to judge
going
it
on.
fully. But I'll say A for now.
Tosh?
Touch.
Taj.
Which one?
Taj.
My
My
Adventures.
Adventures. Jack Quaid.
He's an A for me. I love him.
Ronan?
I'll get to the show eventually, but you guys vouch for him.
Omega. Omega.
We can't even hear him.
You might be muted, buddy.
Muted. I was muted. Yeah. I was saying like I haven't seen My Adventures of Superman, but I do like Jack Quaid, so B, I guess. I don't know.
All right, Phil.
Phil.
Hey, he's amazing. He's a great
Hell
Superman.
yeah.
There you go.
Love My Adventures Superman.
I'm gonna give it an A. I loved every season, and the Council of Loser Lanes gets it on the icing on the cake. And you know the reason why, Phil.
Oh, I cannot wait for season 3.
Wait, what?
Do you think we get My Adventures? What's the Green Lantern one? Do we think we get a teaser for that in season 3?
Oh, that'd be so.
Maybe.
I would. I'm so excited for both of those, man.
This show has probably done the best out of all these properties. They've probably done the best with Jimmy Olsen, honestly.
Yeah,
Easily.
He's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't know if this is a hot take. I'm really excited for the future of the DCU, but this little universe that we're creating, I might be more excited for. I'm loving this.
That's
little-
completely fair.
we need My Adventures with Batman next. That's what we need.
I'm good.
Give me Wonder Woman, man. Give me Flash.
My Adventures
Give me
with Green
Flash.
Lantern.
I'm pumped for the Green Lantern.
My Adventures with Flash would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
With
All
Grant Gustin voicing the Flash.
No.
No,
Let it go, buddy.
Let somebody else
Fine.
do it. Jeez.
Fine, Ezra Miller. Damn.
How about
So you
you?
want this show to get canceled before it even man? Get off the screen.
Wait, you know what? Let me voice him. Let me voice him.
I don't want that either.
Just get Michael Rosenbaum to do it again.
Draven, where you put? Wait, Draven, have you seen My Adventures with Superman?
No, I'm not voting. I've never
I've
seen
seen
it.
it.
Boo. No, just
Get
kidding.
him
F.
out.
Put
Get
it
him
at
out.
F for me.
Get him out.
Fuck you.
So A. So he's an A. He's an A.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be A.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Next up is David Cornsweat.
I can't vote on this one.
Let's go
So
for
NA for me off rip because I haven't seen the movie. So
Make sure you put Phil on full screen.
Yeah, put it on the screen. Really?
Lancelot.
Phil doesn't hate the guy. He just didn't like the movie. Like, Jesus. I'm not gonna put Phil on the spotlight for that. He's okay. I got your back, Philip.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna put David in A. I didn't see enough Clark Kent.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. We haven't seen enough to. We have to see him. All of these other iterations, we've seen them in years, like over time.
Yeah.
We haven't seen enough of David. But from what I did see, I do like this direction because it's different. So
Yeah.
I'll put him in A.
I agree with A.
He has a nice butt.
Damn.
I really loved his take on Clark Kent, but 2 hours is just not enough to compete against Christopher Reeves, Brandon Ralph, Tom Welling, like a lot of these actors we have right now. So it's like a low A for me.
That's about as much as Brandon Routh had.
Yeah. But he had Crisis, so.
Yeah, sure. Kind of like Brandon Routh. I'll say David as Superman was a lot better than the rest of the movie he was in for me because there were just a lot of issues I had with it. Beyond that 10-minute scene where he's switching between Clark and Superman, didn't really get to see a lot of his Clark.
Yeah.
And again, we haven't seen it in full. I'll say B for now.
Todd said A. Wasn't
No,
it?
NA.
NA.
He hasn't seen it.
yet.
yeah, I ain't seen the movie.
Okay. Ronan?
I'm gonna go A, but I think if they play their cards right, he's gonna go up in S tier sooner rather than
Agreed.
later. Like,
Yeah.
man, again, we didn't get a lot of Clark Kent, but what we did, woo, those
I
scenes
want to see
with-
somebody else write him.
Please.
Jesus.
That might be what it is.
There's a lot, and especially now when he's doing press, even that's not even for talking about Superman stuff, just stuff in general. He looks approachable. He looks like he would when we give him more Clark Kent stuff, he was gonna nail it. So I would go A for now, but he'll be in the S tier in the future if he nails it.
Omega.
Yeah, I pretty much would have paired what Ronan said. Like, I will put him in A, a strong contender for S tier if we get more out of him. Like, say, if you
Yeah.
get another movie somewhere down the line, strong contender for S, possibly. But yeah, but solid A.
Yeah, like let's come back to this like 5 years into the DCU, and
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be a
Yeah.
different answer.
Now we come to Philip. Oh, Phil.
Philip Burnell.
C.
I'm sorry.
He belongs
Valid.
in C.
Okay.
It's
He,
not what I thought you were
listen,
gonna be.
he's great with what he's
fair.
handed to do, but what he's handed to do is basically just a punk rock riff on what Christopher Reeve did with the everything I don't like about his version of the character isn't even his fault. It's the fault of the writer and the director and the direction they chose to take his version of the character in. I don't like the what the hey dude. I don't like the campy bullshit. I just wasn't a fan of his portrayal as Superman. As Clark Kent's fine. I find it really ironic that the template for Superman every single time they've tried to reboot the character is let's just take some elements from what the last Batman reboot did. That's exactly what they did here, but they just applied some Superman logic to it. Just wasn't a fan of the way his character's direction and execution went, and that is not up the fault of David Cornsweet. That is entirely on the shoulders of James Gunn.
Okay.
That's fair.
So I'm going next.
Fair enough.
By the way, I want to mention I got this. I'm gonna give it an A because I felt like David Cornsweet's portrayal of Superman was good. It would have been in S if it had no trunks. I'm still upset about that. But other than that, I liked his portrayal of Superman. So
Yeah, he's cool. Give him an A. That's it.
That'd be a. Would that be a B? Is that
No,
what that
it's
would
an
be?
A. I'm the
Is it an
only
A?
C.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody said A. I want to see.
I said B.
I want to
Oh,
see
my bad.
somebody else. I want to see somebody else write him because I mean everybody's gonna write him differently. I mean in the same vein, but I don't think everybody's gonna write him to be as comedic and with the corny Silver Age sayings. I don't think everybody's gonna write him like that. I just want to see him in a different. I can't say medium. What's the word I'm looking for? In a different.
Context.
Yeah,
Light.
I want to see him in. I want to see him in a different context. But I mean, he has the voice, the stature, the height. I still can't believe somebody said his voice is too deep to be Superman. I'm like, what do you want Superman to sound like? A little girl? Like that's not intimidating. Like
what like this?
One of those wokies on the left, yeah, they want him to sound like a girl. They want him to be a
I
second
mean, it's not
Supergirl. I
supposed
tell
to
you
be
what.
intimidating, but
well, I mean, you
Also-
get what I mean. Like it's not gonna like make you feel not intimidated, but like if I see Superman land in front of me, he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm gonna look like, "What the hell?"
I mean, what I will say is I
Thank you,
do wish
Dexter's
their
wild.
voices sounded a little different. Like his Clark and his Superman do kind of sound the same to me. I guess that would be one of my only criticisms in that regard. But
He talks with more confidence as Superman than he does as
I
Clark.
guess.
I like also David's mentality when approaching the character because although Talali might not like the trunks, I liked where he was
love
thinking about the trunks and why he chose to do that. I'm like, that's a very Superman thing, in my opinion.
I always like him starting with trunks and then evolving out of them. I always think that's a nice happy
Yeah,
medium.
I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
it's like a baby growing out of their diaper.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the DC AMU Superman grew into the trunks
That's true. Yeah.
after they did the Death and Return storyline.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
anyway, next.
Anyway, do we have the
David.
DC anime Darren Chris from the DC
Yeah.
AMMU tomorrow? Yeah,
S because his
Tomorrowverse.
name is Darren. Plain and simple. That's kidding.
I put it. I liked his portrayal, so I'm not gonna say S though. I'm gonna say A. I'm gonna say A again. I'm not gonna say S. I'll say
I've only seen his one movie. That what was it like Man of Tomorrow or
Man of
something?
Tomorrow.
I mean, I love that casting. I think I mean actually I think he could even do it if in like live action, if he bulked up a little bit. Like I think Darren Criss is a great casting. I
Wouldn't
don't
be the first Asian Superman. So
I think he looks, I think he plays the part well. I would need to see the rest of his movies, but like from what I remember, his portrayal in the character was good. So I'll give him an A.
I'm probably gonna go in A also, like a couple others. I think him as Superman is kind of goes above the projects he's in. Like even if he's not always, written the best. I do like what Darren Criss brings to that as just a voice. He's probably best in his movie. Like out of all the Tomorrowverse movie, he's probably the best in his because let's face it, nobody was good in World, and in the Crisis movies, he was decent. But no, he really did stand out in that first movie to me. I wouldn't put him like above Quaid, but I would probably put him at an A, but it'd be a low A.
Yeah.
Taj, you still ordering food?
I'm just being fat looking at food reels on Instagram. I didn't watch this shit, so I have nothing to say.
All right.
Same.
I haven't seen that one either.
Okay.
I'd probably put him in B. I thought he was fine. Nothing too spectacular. Nothing totally memorable either. He was fine. Serviceable enough for Superman. I will say, like, he did have to pull a little bit of double duty with the various multiversal versions of that same character.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. But other than that, you know, again, like, he was fine. He wasn't terrible. There are worse Supermen out there, as we've seen.
Yeah.
I would have to say B as well. Same reason as Phil.
So what is that? 3 A's, 2 B's out of everybody that voted?
That'd be what,
Think
A?
so. Low A. He's probably
Yeah.
low A of the bunch. Yeah.
Yeah, I said low A.
Okay. Everybody knows he's S. He's S. The GOAT. The greatest Superman of all time. He's the
Who are you
GOAT.
talking about?
Tyler.
Tyler from
Oh,
Superman
I thought you were
Lois.
still talking about the animated one. I was like, don't
Tyler
piss me off.
motherfucking Hecklin.
Yes,
There you go.
just Tyler from Superman and Lois.
Right.
Just Tyler from Superman and Lois. He's the GOAT. They gave him his respect that he was due. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's going an S for me. Anybody that says otherwise, I'll come to your house and I'll slap you. Except
Well, I'm gonna say something other than S just to see you do it.
Yeah, I want you to come over here, slap me right on my ass, and call me a bad boy. Come on, do it.
See, you had to. Where's Eric? Where's Eric? He says
World
I'm the most
star.
on YouTube. No.
Hey, nah, we go back to the Diddy parties.
I was never
Okay,
there, so I'm not doing that.
Darren, he just made it weird.
F. No, obviously no. He's my Superman. He will always be my Superman. I argue and put both of them in that list, but I think particularly when he goes over to Superman and Lois, he does kind of elevate, to a higher standard when it comes to Superman and just everything he's able to do with that character and how he inspires hope and what he's able to do for me is also S tier.
There you go. Tyler is my personal favorite live action Superman, but it wasn't until Superman and Lois where he became
Fair.
that. And I love how this show took the rebirth approach of making him a dad. Love whenever Superman stories do that because you've seen him at the start of his career so many times. This show put him 20 years into it. And just both him as Clark, you get to see him just so many of not only the loving dad moments, but also the protective dad moments. And you get a little bit scared of his Clark sometimes whenever the moment calls for it. And this is also, as crazy as it is to say, this was the only live action Superman to this day that's actually gotten an ending, which is crazy to think about.
And a beautiful ending.
Yeah,
Holy
they
shit.
ended his character beautifully.
Literally.
So this is definitely this is my favorite live action Superman, one of my favorite portrayals, just period. So I'm gonna give it S as well.
Can I just add on to that for just a second, Jake? I also just love the ending of he's arguably the only Superman who saved the world, right? He made an actual there's that the final season messaging is well you've saved the day hundreds of times, but you've never actually fixed the world and its problems, and so that ending is so
and
beautiful.
he asked them how.
Yeah.
Taj.
It's so much fucking fart.
Oh, he's that shit for me. That's my favorite live action Superman. So yeah.
Let's go.
Me and Taj agree on something. My day's looking up.
We've agreed on stuff this whole time.
Oh, Ronan.
I'll get to the show, but for the little I've seen of it and what you have talked about, I would go S tier.
All right. Omega.
I haven't really seen a lot of the live action shows, and I haven't seen this one either.
Highly recommend. It's not Arrowverse, so
Yes. With the exception of like 2 scenes.
yeah. Phil, the Menace, or as I like to call him, Phil, the Angel.
I put him
Philip
in A.
Burnell.
I'll take it.
Put him in A. He's great. What he was intended to do. Season 1 of Superman and Lois wasn't exactly spectacular, but he was always great in it. He was a pretty great Superman and Clark Kent, especially the way they wrote his version of the character being super dad and super husband. So yeah, I put him in A.
I put him in S. It was really, really great. So I really
We
enjoyed
should
it.
rank Lois Lane's.
That's even
Well,
harder for me.
Well, he's got the best Lois beside him.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
We all universally agree that Kate Bosworth automatically goes in D, though, right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
I would
Superman
honestly say
Returns.
lower than D.
Superman
Returns.
Oh, yeah, Superman Returns. Yeah, I didn't like her. Superman
Oh.
Returns.
Yeah, she was. Oof.
How do you get somebody that looks like Brandon Routh, but then you just say fuck it and don't get anybody that looks like
Margot Kidder? I know, right? Like, how do you fuck that pooch? And then I think like, oh right, Bryan Singer. That's how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing, but that's why in Crisis, her being paired with Brandon Routh, Bitsy Tulloch being paired with Brandon Routh was actually kind of like perfect for me, but it came off as like creepy at the same time because it's like Lois, are you lusting after all of these Clark Kents right now? Like,
Then you also have Terry Hatcher, who's not a great Lois either. But anyway,
Would that be cheating?
would it be cheating?
Darren, let's not start this.
No, that's a legitimate question. Would it be cheating?
It would
That's
be,
still-
but
that's
that would
still
be
your
my
husband.
Your excuse.
Send me to court. Let's work out the
Darren, you're killing
logistics.
me.
On our wedding license, that's your name. That is his name. Fight me.
All right, next, Lance.
Y'all didn't see what I just did you?
So,
Yeah, you moved them to the front.
Super
As they
Friends.
should.
I'm okay with that. Like,
this is Danny
Super
Dark
Friends.
from Super Friends.
Danny
Yeah.
Dark.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, this anime,
Donnie Darko?
the cape is like hugging
Oh.
his neck.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
oh, this the Superman, the Super Friends cartoon.
Yeah,
I used to watch this shit on Boomerang. Yeah.
same.
I've never seen it, so yeah.
Of course not.
But they never like focused on him as like Clark, so it's like it's hard to.
Yeah, he was just Superman.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
Superman all the time. Like I don't. And the episodes were short as hell too. But it wasn't like,
Yeah.
That's true. They were.
damn, I don't even know what to put him.
I'm gonna give it a D.
What?
Wait, what?
I wouldn't put him that low, but
I like the show, but you just didn't really get to see him much.
yeah, that's kind of true too.
Okay, fair enough.
I was just gonna put him in C. Like
The show
just,
is called Super Friends, so I guess you got a point there. There's abundance of them, so yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I can't be too mad at that. I mean, I'm still mad at it, but I can't be too mad.
Lance,
I never seen it.
Darren,
I haven't seen it either. Yeah, I can.
okay.
Kids today, man. No respect.
Josh,
I wouldn't expect Darren to see it. He didn't grow up with the Boomerang.
That's
I've
fair.
seen like clips and stuff, but I haven't
That's
actually sat down and
That's
watched
fair.
it all.
Oh,
Well, I'm putting it in C. I'll see.
same.
I actually grew up with this cartoon. It was actually in reruns when I was a kid, and I'm giving this a A.
Oh, we lost a lot of you.
But yeah, I'm giving this a A. I grew up with this cartoon.
Hey.
Actually, I think my mom still has the bed covers, not the pillowcase that we had when we were kids, and I think she still has that back in my parents' house. You got to
God.
dig those up someday.
God damn, Mike, that's hilarious.
Wait, what?
DK needs to be on.
Oh,
the
Jesus.
here.
All right, so where are we
fuck
putting
outta
this one?
I'm
I'm
going with B.
I'm saying A.
So that'd be a B? Is that what
Yeah.
that would be?
I said B.
B.
I think there's a
Okay.
bunch of A's. There's one A, there's one C, a couple B's, so it seems like B would be the middle ground.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, this is George Newbern, right?
Now
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love S for me. I love this. I love this, especially my most favorite episode of Justice League Unlimited, where they did the Black Mercy.
Yeah.
My favorite episode. I just sounded like Donald Trump when I said they did the Black Mercy.
Yeah, the Black Mercy before the
My
Black
favorite
Mercy.
Superman, without a
It's-
doubt.
I'm
It's
not
my
on the
favorite-
list.
It's my favorite Superman, without the doubt. Without a doubt. George Newbern is perfect.
Totally handsome, totally awesome.
Totally handsome, totally awesome. He's
He fits into my
Superman.
concept of a plan.
But no, like seriously, I put him in S. I put him in S. Like this, watching him embody this character week in and week out, I loved it.
Darren.
Oh, I'm sorry.
okay.
I mean, he has some of my favorite Superman moments of all time. He was my first introduction to the character. There's some elements of it that weren't always my favorite, but I'm gonna go like an A for me.
Okay. So I said Tyler is my favorite for live action. George is my favorite for the voices. I love what Tim Daly did in Superman animated series, but I think George just took it, and I don't want to say did it better as though Tim wasn't doing a great job with it, because he was. I think George just enhanced it. And even beyond the things that he did outside of Justice League, where he played Superman, like Superman versus the Elite, which is a fantastic film if no one's seen it. But he brought a whole lot to just that character as a whole. Really, like a lot of other versions, he embodied that hope aspect really well. And seeing
he did do Superman and the Elite, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Still
Yeah.
one of the best
that was
animated
him.
Superman movies. Seeing him and Kevin Conroy always banter back and forth with each other was a blast.
Well, you still got that kryptonite, don't you?
Yep.
You don't get to make jokes. I took a bullet for you. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Huh?
he just stares him down after he's whining about Darkseid. He's like, "So he used your memories of Krypton against you and then brainwashed you. Cry me a
Crimea
river."
River. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Taj.
I don't know. S tier, I guess.
All right.
This is my Superman. Like much like Susan Eisenberg, much like Kevin Conroy. Like I go back to George Newbern, and yeah, I think it has the series still has two of my favorite Superman moments. When he fights Captain Atom, and they're about to the medics are about to grab him. Like, don't you touch him? He's Justice League, and like after fighting with a friend, he still treats him as an equal and carries him out of Cadmus's facility, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a moment, for those who haven't watched it, I won't spoil that at the very end, I think it's the last episode, where he says something of like, what we have here is an opportunity to show you how strong I am, and I was just like, whew.
Yeah.
That monologue still resonates a lot with how a lot of big Superman fans feel about the character and where he's been thus far, and yeah, just stellar. That is the generational moment of him playing that character.
Yeah. He always fights for a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Omega.
I didn't see much of this Superman, but what I
Really?
saw, I rather liked. I'm gonna say B.
Okay.
Philly cheesesteak?
George Newbern belongs in S.
Damn you, Darren. That just made me more hungry.
I will say he looks like freaking absolute Batman. Looks like a freaking brick.
Yeah.
Dude, George Newbern's Superman is
one of the greatest of all times. Not only that, George Newbern also voices Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. So
What?
And he's not the only Superman to do it.
Yeah, that's
exactly. Yeah, Tyler
weird.
Hatfield has that same repertoire. Like they are two unique actors in that they both either played or voiced or played Superman, and they've also voiced Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So S easily George Newbern's Superman, and what Ronan's referring to is when he fights Darkseid in the very last episode, saying, "I live in a world of cardboard, and that only very few times I can show people what I'm fully capable of is when I get a chance to fight you."
Goated
And-
moment.
Yeah.
Goated
And the way
moment.
he backs Batman, dude, that man won't stop fighting till his last breath. None of my team will. I'm just like, I am waiting for that fucking moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
I need
got
to rewatch these shows.
we got pretty close with it with Batman versus Superman, but time will tell if we ever get that good again.
Draven, have you seen this?
I've never seen it. No,
Okay, well,
Oh,
none of it?
man. You are in for a treat with that one.
I've never seen the last 3 on this list. So.
Fuck you fucking child.
okay, so
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry
That's the
O'Connell.
DC AMU.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so
like
technically, yes, Jerry O'Connell, but Alan Tudyk voiced him in Justice League War.
Yes.
Oh, I love him.
He did. That was Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk voiced him
Yes.
in Justice League War, and then every other subsequent version of Superman in the DC New AU was Jerry O'Connell.
Wow, I did not know that. You just taught me something. Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking
Uh,
Maybe you should listen to Phil more.
Just for the
Pretty smart
record,
guy.
Jerry O'Connell over Alan Tudyk any day of the fucking week. Just FYI.
Yeah.
That's not a debate.
No, it's not.
Lance, where are you putting
Okay.
it?
I'm putting it. I like this Superman. I like this Superman up until they were about to reboot the universe again, and they made him make the really stupid decision. I'm gonna put him in A. Jerry O'Connell did an amazing job. I just disagree with the choice to take the fight to Darkseid. That was dumb as hell. Like, you got everybody killed.
They got fucked up in that
That
movie.
world was fucked. What choice did he have?
It was
Apocalypse
dying.
War. Yeah.
And he caused them to die faster. Like, it pisses me off. That was the first movie that we ever got to see Wallace West. First movie we ever got to see Wallace, and he dies.
Fucking
And he
murder,
also
man.
he has no lines either.
What was that? Apocalypse War?
Yeah, Apocalypse War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lance,
Hey,
why
is
are you bitching about a character that no one really cares for except a small minority of people?
Tosh, I'm gonna spank you. I'm gonna spank you. Okay. I'm gonna spank you good.
Ooh,
All right.
I'm glad he said it.
Anywho, is it true that that Barry Allen was the Kid Flash in the Teen Titans movie, or is that just a rumor?
I haven't heard anything official.
There were technically 2 Teen Titans movies. There was Teen Titans, the Judas Contract, and there
The
was
Judas Contract, where they showed the flashback to when.
Oh, okay. That
when,
Yeah.
I think that was the
was-
first team, so I think that's Wally.
That was
Probably.
Wally.
I
That
don't-
was
people.
Wally.
I heard
That's
people
Wally.
saying that. I heard people saying that was Barry because they never introduced
No.
the Wally.
No, because Barry's in Justice League War.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't-
Lance.
and you don't get any of those youngsters in Teen Titans unless the older ones are established.
They're
it's
saying that
and on top of that, he's a redhead. It's Wally,
Yeah.
he wasn't
There
a
is-
redhead. That was
Yes,
not
he
red hair.
was.
That was brown hair.
bro. I'm telling you, it was red hair.
And Barry's in that Justice League vs. Teen Titans movie, so it couldn't be him.
Yeah, it's not Bart, dude.
I didn't say Bart. They said it was Barry.
Wait, what?
A lot of people were going around saying that was Barry in that Teen as a Teen Titan. They were saying
my
that was
God.
Barry.
Oh my
No.
God, no! It was Wally.
I'm pretty sure that's Wally.
I remember this being like a huge talking point.
It was a
Everybody
huge
was saying-
controversy.
Everybody was saying that Kid Flash in that flashback scene because it was intended to be a younger Barry.
I do think I remember this, and people
I
being
remember
like,
like
"What the
vague
hell?"
talks of that, but did they ever actually go through with it? Or did
I
they
think
like
I-
switch it around later?
I don't know. I think they intended that to be a younger Barry. I think the
No.
creator-
That work because he looks
not.
older than Dick Grayson. He looks way older than Dick Grayson.
I don't know how that would have worked, but they
It
said
didn't
they
work,
intended for
yeah.
that to be a young. He's not a redhead though. He has brown hair.
I think it was
telling
one
you,
of
dude.
those things where it's like they made that decision, but everyone's like, well, that's stupid, so we're going to ignore that decision kind of
Okay,
thing.
you want to know? Okay, Justice League War. Here's the cast list: Alan Tudyk, Kal-El Clark Kent, Jason O'Mara, Bruce Wayne Batman, Michelle Monaghan, Wonder Woman, Justin Kirk, Hal Jordan, Christopher Gorham, Barry Allen, The Flash.
All right.
Boom. It's Wally.
Yeah, roasted,
Hell,
man.
it's fucking Wally.
It
I'm
has
just
to be,
sa-
like,
I'm just saying what the guy who made the movie was saying back then.
Yeah.
I'm trying. That
was a thing.
literally a huge talking point back then. They kept saying that was Wally, and they kept saying that was Barry, and it was pissing everybody off because they
it was a
actually
thing.
never delved into
I do
it.
remember that.
What's this movie called?
Teen Titans Judas Contract.
I mean, nobody liked that movie anyway because, like,
I
you
liked
show
it.
us that they had a
Yeah, I
bumblebee.
liked
it
bad.
too.
It
Yeah, I
wasn't
liked it
bad.
too.
I love both of those.
2017.
I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Well, Lance, you suck.
Damn. Blue Beetle's in that? That's cool.
Yeah.
So where's this Superman going?
F.
I'm
In
I
your
guess I'm
butt,
like-
Jake. In your butt. No, but
Probably.
I said A. Ugh.
This is not one of my favorite
Really?
Superman. I
Oh, Christina
really
Ricci in this?
Yep.
I really struggled with this Clark Kent. I thought he was low-key a dick for most of this universe. And up until Death of Superman, where
Death
I
of
thought
Superman,
they
yeah.
really they were like, oh shit, we can't have this terrible, like, this kind of douchey Superman. If we're going to kill him off, we have to make him likable, and they
He was
really
a
committed to the like lowest, like I am always I'm not a fan of the Wonder Woman Superman thing that they had going,
No.
and so it's like they were like, oh shit, let's actually make him an actual like
New
character.
52, yeah.
And so like that point onward, I was a fan, but it's for me personally, it's a C.
Okay. Hey, real quick, fun fact: the fact that I rewatched this the other day, my wife was like, "This version of Clark clearly has a type because they designed Wonder Woman and
Oh, yeah.
Lois to look exactly
yeah.
like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he just has a type."
valid. To be fair,
I mean, that's
I get it.
I echo pretty much most of what Darren just said. I wasn't a fan of him up until Death of Superman, and then in like the movies that follow that, you rarely see him, especially in Reign of the Superman, where he's not present for a lot of it, obviously. But
Yeah,
he definitely brought a lot to the role again as a voice.
yeah,
But in the number of movies leading up to Death of Superman, not only was he a dick, he was just kind of like the boring one-note version of Superman that
yeah.
didn't really have a lot of depth to him. So
When people say Superman is boring, this is what I think of.
yeah, like that or Injustice. Yeah, I'll say B because Death of Superman really did make him better, but I won't put him higher than a B.
Okay. Taj.
I'm going D. I didn't care for the Superman at all.
Fair enough.
The only reason I didn't is I don't think it's fair to put him next to a Superman you
Nicolas
saw for like
Cage.
5 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I go either.
put National Treasure in the F with Dean
But
Cain.
he fought a spider,
That's not
Darren.
fair either, though. Like, he's not Dean Cain level.
Well, create another thing for Dean Cain and then put him in F and
Yeah,
put
just as
this
Dean
one in
Cain.
D.
I should have just made Dean Cain his own tier.
Yeah, C or D for me for this one. Yeah.
Omega. You probably didn't see it.
Nope, sure didn't.
Phil.
B. I thought he was fine. Jerry O'Connell was better than Alan Tudyk. I'll give that up all day. But I think what I like the most about this version is the fact that in later movies it was Jerry O'Connell as Superman and Rebecca Romijn as Lois Lane. So there was some serious real life synergy of husband
Sure.
wife's acting going on there. That was cool. I also really did like the Death of Superman, Reign of the Supermen adaptation a lot.
Me too.
Because I think that really gets both sides of that story done as well as you could have gotten it, and that knuckle drag out fight between Superman and Doomsday is arguably the best version of that fight in animation. I really love Batman vs Superman, but I think if you're specifically looking for like an adaptation of like the Doomsday versus Superman fight, and Superman Doomsday wasn't your speed. I think Jerry O'Connell during that fight, everything he does, even like the last moments he has with Lois right before he dies, is actually really compelling. But I don't disagree with anything anyone said here because he is very safe as Superman in terms of depiction. But I think that was kind of the point. I mean, the animated universe doesn't really spend too much time with a lot of other characters. It really does kind of cater to Batman a lot because they have, Son of Batman, Bad Blood, and
Versus
Batman versus Robin, and
Damian
even
Wayne,
like
yeah.
Batman Hush.
Yeah.
Like it's a very Batman centric kind of universe, and even like the Teen Titans. There's two Teen Titans movies. There's Teen Titans Judas Contract, which is kind of derivative of Batman because you have Nightwing at the helm there, and then you've got Justice League versus Teen Titans. So it's kind of like I applaud them for branching out and doing things in the universe, like giving Aquaman his due in Throne of Atlantis, and giving Wonder Woman her due in Bloodlines, and then also doing Superman, Death of Superman, and then Reign of the Superman. I thought it was amicable, but I also understand like the lacklusterness in the portrayal too. But overall, I give it a B. Jerry O'Connell did more with it than Alan Tudyk ever could have.
So where's that average at?
Yeah, because nobody gives a shit what Draven has to say.
Would that be a B?
I think that'll be a C.
Is that okay?
Probably a C. Yeah.
That seems fair.
For this, before we wrap it up for Supergirl's Tyler Hoechlin,
I'm about to fight for my life here.
I think he's in B for portrayal, but D for everything else because they gave this man shit, like legitimate, and because they couldn't. But everything else, his Clark Kent, the bumbling Clark Kent persona, all of that was great when we got to see it. But yeah, I'm gonna say for like I'd say C just as like middle ground because he didn't have a lot. That's why I'm glad they gave him his own show.
You can call me out on bias, and that's okay. He was my Superman the first episode he ever premiered on Supergirl. I fell in love with him instantly, and I think
he was my fan cast.
I think people like look at the bad moments of him and be like, he was terrible. He was terrible. It's like, no, he has still some of my favorite Clark Kent moments and Superman moments of all time still in Supergirl. Like, I love his first appearance. It's like, see, if the bullets didn't work, why try punching?
Why?
I never got that. And like every dynamic he's had with Kara and what they did with him in like Elseworlds was so brilliant. His little speech that he gives to Kara in Crisis is incredible. And just like all around of like his Clark with the rest of the like Justice League, where it's like, yeah, this shouldn't happen every day, right? And it's like, well, kind of, So I think like to me, it's an A. It's not perfect because they couldn't be, because they were holding them back, and like literally
right.
the only thing that I really hated about it is like, yes, the way they did the Supergirl versus Superman fight was a little wonky, but even then, like, I love his willingness to be like, no, you won, you go do this, like, you can handle this. If they just like tweak the writing around just a little bit, he would also be S for me, but he is still A in my opinion.
That's fair.
This one's tough for me because like I always saw a lot of potential from him, but it took a while for him to get out of that Supergirl bubble. But I always thought he was better in the crossover surrounded by those other characters than in Supergirl, because in Supergirl and even in the crossovers to a degree, they would knock him down as much as they could just to make Supergirl look better. And I hated every time they did that.
They had to though. So.
Yeah, no, I know they had to. It doesn't mean I liked it, but I like again, like Darren said, the conversations that they had between him and Kara, I thought they still landed. Even like the brief moments you got between him and like Martian Manhunter, I thought those moments really landed
him
too.
Oliver,
him and Oliver, like, and you didn't get a lot of interaction between those two, but thought it worked.
When you did, they were great. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I don't know, because this is weird, because I have to just block out Superman and Lois entirely.
Yeah.
I'll say for this one, I won't say S. I'll probably say low A for this one, but he definitely got better overall. The writing was not there for him during that time.
Gosh.
I never saw Supergirl.
Shit.
Oh wait, never mind. Sorry.
I put him in C. I mean, it was only so much they was able to do with him. Unfortunately, DC didn't let them do everything that they could have possibly done with the character on that show. So I'm not penalizing him for that. But for what we got, like, he was okay. Like, that first episode was probably the best he was, though.
He was so
in,
good in
in
that episode.
Supergirl. Yeah, like
Yeah,
if we were going
probably.
based off that first episode, I would say like A. Like, he was great, but like his other appearances was kind of rough. So, and crossovers, he was good too. So I'll say like
Yeah.
C, B, maybe. Like,
I'll end up with Taj's thoughts. Yeah.
Omega.
Never saw Stargirl. Stargirl, Supergirl. Holy shit! Either way, I didn't see it.
Oh,
But I can't really.
Phil.
Same as my other Tyler Hecklin ranking at A. I think he's fine in Supergirl. I don't change my statement. Same deal. A.
Okay.
I just love when he walks up to Tom Welling's Clark. He's chopping the wood. He points to him and goes, "I can do that with one bare hand." For some reason, I just got such a kick out of that line.
I love that scene in it's like not even like in the show, but it's that scene. It's like a deleted scene from Earth Elseworlds when it's Oliver and
Yeah, when they're racing. Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
well, he's like kind of explaining like how he used his powers and like what his father taught him to like channel his abilities. I was like, this is so good.
Yeah. How did we go the entire length of his time prior to Superman and Lois? Him and John Cryer never shared a scene together.
Because
unfortunate.
because the only time they shared a scene together was in Crisis, and
So-
even
Yeah.
still,
They didn't have any lines together though.
nope.
It was such
But that's because they could not focus on him. That was
Yeah, it was
WB had
Supergirl.
such dumb rules back then. So he's going in
Would that be B? I think
B.
Draven. I swear to God.
Well, that is our Superman ranking. I remember though with Tyler, like how people were complaining, like when he let the guy punch him and he moved his head, and he was like, "Why would Superman move? Why would he let a random guy break their hand on his face?" That was always my rebuttal, because people on Twitter say stupid shit.
The dumbest of shit.
Why wouldn't he do that? But
The only thing I didn't like was that costume. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
Costume, I mean, it was fine when he first appeared in it, but then, like, as everybody else's costumes kept getting better, his looked outdated.
Yeah, because it was made for 2 episodes, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was a 2-episode thing.
Yeah.
Naruto with a $10 super chat. I had a thought the other day, and now it won't leave me alone. Now that Tommy is the leader of the Power Rangers, shouldn't his morphing call be last in the morphing sequence? Isn't it last?
no, it's first.
It's first. Oh,
I thought it was
Yeah.
last.
It's not lasting. It's not last until Zeo.
Wasn't
Yeah,
Jason's
you're
first
right.
2 though?
No, Jason's was last.
Was it?
Rocky's is
Yeah.
technically no, and Rocky is after Tommy now. It's like
No,
they're going. in
Rocky is
reverse.
at the end.
He is. I don't
Yes.
pay attention to Rocky.
I'm
It is.
getting Jason and Tommy mixed up.
I do the same thing. I do because
was a
it's
nice
Jason
fill.
David Frank, and then
I
Jason.
never get the goat mixed up with that other person.
They have the same
No,
name. Leave me be.
Like in the order is what messes me up.
Darren, don't try that.
Excuse me.
And then one more super chat. Cameron Walker with a $5 super chat. I remember TMZ and 50 Cent was making fun of Tyler and his suit when he first appeared on Supergirl. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do remember that. That was funny.
Yeah.
It was so random, but it was random promotion too. So,
Yeah.
That's
It
because
helped
50
them.
Cent is random.
and at the same time, Tyler's whole thing was like, "Okay, I'm playing Superman. I don't care."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's like, I
it-
don't. He's like, I'm getting getting money. I don't know how long I'm gonna play this
Yeah.
character, but I'm playing it. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all
and he-
fine and dandy.
and he plays it the second longest out of every Superman, right? Outside of Tom Welling, is that right?
If you
Meh.
even want to count
Yeah.
Welling.
Yeah, he's
Well,
played
Wayne
Superman all
Count, yeah, he played Clark,
Yeah.
but in terms
Yeah.
of Superman, it's Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's played
Lance,
the
have you
longest.
seen the new Dora the Explorer remake? No. Have you seen that Nicki Minaj is beefing with SZA? No.
Yes, I
Contrary-
just saw that on Twitter. Why are you beefing with a singer, Nikki? Go sit your fake booty ass down somewhere. She pissing me off. You too old to be acting like this, bro.
But we have
mad.
reached,
They mad because
who's
their light skinned Canadian got bodied. Lil Wayne, his album was trash. They holding on the straws at this point. Just give it up.
whose dog is going off like that?
My sister does that at parents' house, and she's fairly
Are
quiet.
you okay,
actually.
Draven? You have a headache or something?
What?
Do you have a headache or something?
No, bro.
Are you
It's
okay?
89. It's 89 degrees in my house right now.
Oh, okay.
Jesus
Is that
Christ.
Dr. Doom peas on your head?
No, it's some it's mini wontons.
So that looks like the front man from a Squid Game.
Damn it! Now I can't unsee that.
Yeah.
But we have made it to the end of tonight's journey. Next week we will be ranking Lex Luthor's, and the week after that we'll be ranking Lois Lane's. So next week should be fun because I know two people in this chat have a few choice words for one of them. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today on my birthday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and for all the super chats and all that good stuff.
Happy birthday, Unc.
Oh, yeah,
Well, we gotta sing, right? We gotta sing, right?
No, we're not singing.
I am not.
Happy
Damn.
Dang, I thought
Happy
Phil was gonna
birthday
sing.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Happy birthday to you. There you go.
Thank you, Ronan. Thanks for doing what we weren't brave enough to do.
But we'll be back. Council of Creators is tomorrow. Pipeline is going to be on Thursday with Darren. I cannot remember the name of Jake's stuff to save my life.
It's
I never
the
can.
Lost Files, and then you forgot Friday, Phil.
No, I didn't forget Friday, Phil. I was
No.
just going down a line. Of course, I can never
Lost
forget
levels.
Lost
Lost
Levels with
What did I
Jake.
say? What I say?
Lost
Lost
Levels?
Files.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Lost
Thank you, Phil. You
I
paid
watch it
attention.
every Sunday, so
I always pay attention.
Lost Levels with Jake, and then Friday Phil with Phil. I'm sure he's gonna have more box office banter, all that good stuff. Yeah, box office banter. He scared the shit out of me when he did that.
You said it was sexy.
I was not
Whoa.
expecting it though. I'm just sitting there watching, and he just gets to clapping in the camera.
Jake, you can be scared and sexy, okay? End it.
I mean, you want to end on that note, Darren?
Yeah, but yeah, we will be back. Make sure you check out everybody else's streams. I'm sure Taj has some reactions coming out that he has already done. Man, everybody go support Taj's stuff because I can't be the only one just jumping in his comment section mocking him. He hates me with a passion.
Tell us something we don't know.
Stop calling him cousin, and he might like you.
I have not called him cousin in a while, actually.
Bye.
All right.
But yeah,
I smell new shoes.
whose dog is that? Jesus.
That's fucking mine, dude. Holy shit!
Then mute your mic, bro.
Yo,
What's wrong? What's wrong with your dog?
she's downstairs because it's so fucking hot in my house.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of dogs, Darren, how's your dog doing? By the way,
She's doing all right. She's doing all right. She's still been bleeding with the surgery and all, but she's slowly healing.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Good.
That's good.
I wanna
That's good to
bleed.
hear.
All right, end the stream.
Bye.
I'll see you guys on Sunday for Ranger Nation. See ya.
Sure. Yeah.
Taj is ugly.